got it. Look at this.
Hold up. Baby girl. You just asking my shit? Oh, hell nah. Pull over. I hope you got $1 because you about to be vacuuming.
Oh, that's my right. That's my right. Oh, that's my right. Oh, that's my right. Oh, that's my right. Oh, that's my right. I hit the switch. Now I say hi. Cause that's my right. That's my right. Yeah, that's my right. Yeah, that's my right. Oh, that's your bitch. That's your bitch. She just my side. 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 Oh, that's your mate. She not my type. Not my type. You see the whip. You see the whip. But who's inside? Who's inside?
I'm like 50-50 on it.
Am I sexist because I do
want-
not care about female
I'm with you. Cause I'm about to say the same thing. I was about to bring that up.
I gotta find something to care about. Me, I'm happy. I can't wait to see all the camera.
I don't know if I want to watch 30.
I don't know if
strictly
I'm watching for the camera tug.
I don't know if I want to watch 25 minutes of bad wrestling.
I can watch 25 minutes.
Because for real, girls, like,
it's not 30 good female wrestlers.
They all got fat pussies.
No, but okay, you saying fat pussies though. A pussy, it looks good to look at, bro. But you know what I'm saying? Like, a pussy has to be accompanied by other shit, and a lot of the female
it's accompanied by a whole bunch of other pussy.
They ain't got it, but I'm saying it's not a lot of ass, not a lot of titties. You feel me? Some of them bitches be low key smacking the face. Like, I'm not super, not trying to be racist, but I'm into different ethnicities and shit. So you feel me? It'd be a lot of. I am into different. It's a lot of white bitches that wrestle. And the foreign bitches that wrestle, they be low-key smacked. They don't really be having bodies all like that. The only one on there that wrestle that's kind of like the black girl, it's probably like 2 black girl wrestlers. They kind of thick, but it's not enough for me to really like, ooh, shit, this bitch is so sexy. I'm about to tune into wrestling just to watch her wrestle. Like, no, like, wrestling is like anime to me. It's where, yeah, I like bitches, but sometimes, like, you know what I'm saying, I go places just, like,
I like the kicks. I like the Ryan squad. I like both sets of bitches that be jam bitches, and yes, like, 3 of them bitches can get some dick. They ain't the coldest of the coldest, but they ain't ugly bitches. I don't know what he.
No, I ain't saying they was ugly. I never said they was ugly. I'm saying about they're very average just to watch.
She's a pasty bitch.
And she looked like a bird.
I know.
She looked like Rick.
I had to watch. I had to watch all her.
The little UFC chick out the Ride Squad, she can get the business. The kickboxing bitch out the Ride, she can get the business.
Only one that's cold is the girl who be wearing the little shorts, who always got her hat on backwards. Her and her cousin, them bitches is low key thick. The rest of the bitches, the Asian bitch, she look like a fucking toothpick.
The Asian bitch ain't thick at all.
Oh,
you talking about the Bellas?
Yeah.
I think they okay.
Mickey Bella can get it. Whatever her name is.
Bella,
she be having the shorts with the backwards.
Alicia Fox can get it.
I fuck with Alicia Fox.
The other
the black chick with the fat ass, the Usos wife.
Yeah, she can get it. She can definitely get it. Snoop Dogg cousin can get it.
Fuck.
Sasha Banks, she definitely.
You was there with me when we, bro. Charlotte
can get it.
Charlotte can get it.
She sound like she said because she's foreign.
She's
black,
bro.
They got a black girl. No, that's his girl.
That's his wife.
Girl.
That ain't his wife. His wife.
Like,
she used to be with the thesaurus niggas. They used to come out. She used to be a dancing bitch. Then she came out and started winning wrestling. Then she became the champion. And then she had the belt for a minute until Charlotte came over there.
I ain't gonna be sexist. I'm glad women are doing whatever men is doing.
I don't want to see no 30 women.
But I think we gotta.
And I get to see a couple old wrestlers. Like I get to see a couple old wrestlers.
Keep in mind, this is gonna be the first time that you sit through a Royal Rumble 2 times. You have to sit through 2 of these.
I think
this one's gonna be fast.
I hope
if it's not, I'm gonna be sick.
Now if it's over, see, that's another thing. I got the Royal Rumble.
They're gonna be conscious of that. They're not gonna drag it out. I think that they're doing an equal rights type thing where you feel me, like we realizing like, oh shit, not only little boys watch wrestling, little girls like wrestling. Not only dudes want to wrestle, but girls want to wrestle. And like, as everything is growing, like you said, we went from having maybe 2, 3 divas, and back in the day, shit, China was technically a diva, and she was beating up niggas. Now you got girls that are actually beautiful, chicks that are sexy, that are athletic and shit like that, that like wrestling, you feel me? Like, just like how there are girls who like video games, there's girls that like wrestling. I'm all for it, you know what I'm saying? Get out there. We can all participate and have fun, equal rights and shit like that.
It's just the matches I'm more, with this Royal Rumble, I'm more intrigued with like the layout of the matches because they got some questionable ass shit. Like how you have a heavyweight championship match that's a handicap match.
That's where my problem. They got so many
one
of
nigga
these matches.
versus 2 niggas for the belt.
Who wins?
And they kind
who gets the belt if the two niggas win?
That's right. I'm like,
kinda-
so we got co-champions? They trying to push this whole co-championship.
AJ Styles ain't going.
that's-
See, that's my problem. See, the setup going to the Royal Rumble is now becoming obvious. When Roman Reigns lost the belt on this past Monday,
Right.
I'm like, oh, he winning the Royal Rumble now.
Facts.
So
Right.
we know he winning. And then I'm like, AJ Styles not losing no 2-on-1 match because that's gonna mess up WrestleMania if it's a two people champion. That sounds stupid. Two niggas sharing the title.
Right, that's just gonna make AJ
Now,
Styles lose.
the only belt change now that I'm like probably realistically gonna happen is Brock. I've seen Braun Strowman winning the belt by pinning Kane, and technically Brock didn't lose. He get a rematch at the next pay per view, and they can win right back before WrestleMania, before he fight Roman Reigns, which is obvious. And that's where my problem is like now all
So
the
see that? Do we want to see Lesnar versus Roman again at Royal Rumble?
And it's the biggest fucking slowest wackest match ever, bro.
Nah, I can't say that no more. Roman got
that
better.
work. He got
This ain't
that
the
work.
same Roman Reigns when, like, that was just stiff. just
Roman
scared
earned his
niggas.
stripes because they pushed him back down. They made him get to the Intercontinental. He got in some real beasts with niggas. He was losing and winning.
Yeah, like they
but he
let
had to
him win.
work.
Every time he
And-
win the belt, he
and-
lose it right
And
back.
the fans really liked him. For real, they got screwed over when Dean Ambrose got injured and it messed up the Shield reunion. Because the
did.
Shield pushed Roman Reigns over the
when
top.
they had what's the name go back to being good, and then they
Yeah.
had the squad at the end.
I'm like, oh yeah, now.
My nigga who be doing the that whatever the curb stomp, he goes in.
Yeah, Seth Rollins.
Seth
yeah.
Rollins,
he just brought it back.
He brought it back.
They
They banned that
Seth
move and
Rollins
he
got
got it
that
back.
work.
Yeah.
Seth Rollins got that.
Probably
work.
because they got tired of him using the cause Triple H trying to wrestle.
Yeah, he just took the pedigree.
Yeah, niggas can't keep
Two
it.
niggas can't
He
have
had
it.
the pedigree.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I ain't about to make up a new movie.
I want to bring that up. I don't like that. I don't like how Triple H implements himself at any time in the matches.
To be a sweet
Because he
nigga.
fucked over Jinder Mahal. Because he shouldn't have never went overseas and beat him in that match.
And-
which,
and his
which,
home
caused his,
country.
which caused his whole stock to destroy. Where at
Right.
that point they were like, well, we might as well take the belt from you now because.
And then put him in a U.S. title like
And
that.
then you made him lose the U.S. title after he was just the champ. I'm like, don't get me wrong. You supposed to push Bobby Rose. You don't put Jinder in that match. Because now Jinder keep losing. I'm like, y'all doing this nigga like y'all did Umaga. Y'all get these niggas these dominant runs, and then y'all water them down, and they can never get back.
Yeah,
Same
Y'all
thing.
did it to Mark Henry.
Bro, they
Y'all
did it
do
to
it.
Sheamus, bro.
They do it to every Sheamus when he first came, right?
And John Cena,
And destroyed
I was
John
looking
Cena.
like John Cena
And
might
now
have
all
to
of a sudden
retire.
he lose to mid-tier niggas. But
This
when
nigga came in, John
he
Cena.
a tag team champ.
right, but
now.
he come
Hey,
in.
I don't give a fuck. The bar.
That's sweet.
But
Because
remember
they need to
Cesaro,
say
they air show, they come out the whole little bar thing. I fuck with it. They put my nigga in motherfucking Ninja Turtles as the pig. Like, it was cool. But at the same time, I'm like, bro, y'all really be watering down. That's why I give a lot of respect to The Miz, because The Miz was like,
The Miz brought himself out. He
he had the belt,
He
lost
kept
it in
going
5 fucking minutes. Had the belt and lost it in 5 fucking minutes to John Cena. Said, fuck that, that's not gonna be the end of me. Got on, was like, John Cena's the only person that got mic skills. For real, I got better mic skills than this nigga John Cena. Let me show y'all. If it ain't for
I'm telling you,
When he had that fake
his
version
literally
of him,
his mic skills have
He the
have
stunt
evolved
double,
there.
bro.
stunt double
The
version
stunt
of him.
Stunt double, yeah.
That shit
Was
was
a-
hilarious.
Bro, he would be outside the ring like,
Every entourage he does,
Oh shit!
every entourage he have,
Oh,
is
like
greatness.
this is.
Bruh,
the
He always
shit.
get a sweet entourage. When he
Yeah.
had the one nigga
And he's
that copied him
overly
all the time
annoying.
with that wore the robe all
yeah,
the
the
time.
A-listers, when they was the
A-listers.
A-listers.
That shit was greatness. He always figure out a way.
Like-
he do have mic skills. His mic skills is amazing.
Like-
I want my one nigga who had the brothers and they all on the left, the nigga with the fireflies. I like Bray Wyatt. I like him. I like Bray Wyatt, but I feel like
They messed him up.
Yeah, they fucked him
Because
up.
they gave him the belt, and I was like, I'm with it.
And
But
then he
then
lost
y'all lost it, and then he can't get back up there now.
And right now he getting this
And
rap
then they
market.
separated him from his brothers and shit too, so now they not like a cult.
And they made the brothers sweet.
Yeah,
They
that's
just
the thing.
They just reinvented them and made them
Yeah,
a new
they made
tag
both
team.
of them niggas
They on
sweet.
separate
And
shows.
they left him by himself, and he could have did well by himself, but they didn't build him.
Nah, they using him to
he
build
should've been
other
next
people.
Undertaker.
I know what they doing.
But this is
It's not working, but
that
they using him.
Matt
Matt
Hardy.
Hardy,
It's not working. It's really killing Matt Hardy buzz. It destroyed Matt Hardy whole buzz.
Right, like, I'm like, y'all putting two crazy niggas
Did get my
together.
budget.
Y'all putting two crazy
I need
niggas.
that.
I don't fuck with it. But we got some important shit we need to discuss right now. With that state upstate. Well, it's a school upstate. You feel me? The University of Michigan State, well, not university, Michigan State University, okay? These are niggas out here motherfucking fucking up. First it was the Olympic shit. Now all that, it done broke out. From the football team, the basketball team. Niggas like, I ain't do shit. Nigga, you did it. Nah, you did it.
Cheating or something?
No, they been fucking with the kids. Like,
not kids, it's the women.
Sexually assault women.
Is that the gymnastics shit?
Yeah.
It's the whole program
now it's going down.
That nigga got life in prison.
And then
as soon as he got the life, nigga, he was like, bro, fuck that, nigga.
On everybody.
Bro,
here's the thing.
They should.
Here's the
Snitch
truth.
on all them motherfuckers.
Well,
Because,
there ain't been no snitching.
That's some bullshit.
It's just the fact that if this is happening on this campus, how do y'all not know? And then once the AD just retired and resigned, like
they like
2 days.
Right. No, what was sparked it for real?
So
homie got a life. It was silent on the campus.
Gymnastics.
Then one nigga got life. The athletic director for the school seen that was like, nah, fuck that. When dude got his sentence, everybody was like, I quit, bro. And that's when niggas start resigning. That's when niggas was like, well, y'all just quit? Huh.
Right.
Huh.
Well, it was already red flag when the president of Michigan State, that female, she had already quit. And her reason for quitting it is she said she didn't like how the campus handled sexual assault cases. So once she jumped up and quit, and made that apparent, like, this is the reason why I'm quitting, it was a wrap.
That's crazy for the simple fact that
I don't think D'Antoni gonna make it. I'm gonna be honest. The football coach, we're seeing that with 7 charges, and he already
is dudes now too?
Well, no.
I heard about the gymnastics.
It's 7 football players who had sexual charges over the years that might have disappeared. That they like.
Oh, I was talking about something else. When I said gymnastics, we ain't talking about that.
No,
that's the same thing.
It's the same dude. He was the Olympic coach, and he was on the campus. He was on Michigan State campus. So he was over the athletes on the
gymnastics stuff. Just to feel you on what I'm talking about. I'm talking about from this case that I heard that there was the gymnastics coach. All these girls had finally came out. They came out talking all that shit about, you know what I'm saying?
He's from Michigan State.
He was a gymnastics coach, and he was sexually assaulting them while he was training them and shit like that. Basically, he said he would give them the treatment.
And that was only the Olympic ones, but they found out he was doing it to students on campus too, not just the Olympics.
But so football play. Well, he was doing it to football players, or football players was doing things to other women.
Well, it was shit that he was doing on campus, and it was getting rubbed under. The same way how it was in the Olympics, and it got to get whistled. It was looking apparent that he was doing this on campus.
Basically,
too.
these girls.
But when they seen that, but what happened is once they looked and seen that it was happening on campus, they started looking at other shit like, oh, it's other females that got sexual charges, and we see how y'all handled them. Y'all got the cops in on it. Y'all campus, everything's secret. But that's every university. That's the culture. That's how Penn State got fucked up. That all them campuses protect their football teams. The football and basketball teams is more important than people right.
Academics is more important than anything.
And then with the fucked up part about it is, it wasn't like these girls was coming out for money. It wasn't like all these other like Hollywood where they was just doing it for money. Like these girls have been reporting it. And then they was just like,
I'm not gonna lie. They're gonna have to verbally snitch. Somebody's gonna have to verbally say Tom Izzo has something to do with it for them to release him. He's God level. He's Joe Paterno. He's the same level as Joe Paterno was for Penn State. It's gonna have to take the whole campus to snitch on him.
Yeah.
Nah, I don't think in this climate. In this climate, with the way that things are going, and if it's coming out, you almost at a point are going to get fucked up for trying to protect somebody like that.
That's what he doing with right now.
At the level that we at right now with this shit, like we got that one Aziz shit that might be kind of like, all right, maybe some of these bitches lying. But at the end of the day, right now where we at in this climate, if you get accused of some shit, it's a wrap for you. And if they accusing this nigga and they got proof, there's documentation, there's multiple people. There's ain't no football team or no diplomatic community. Like, can't nobody save the Harvey Weinsteins. Can't nobody save Russell Simmons. Ain't nobody gonna be able to say that nigga, especially from the testimonies that I seen from them girls, because it was sad to see
all
how
the dogs they got away with. Because what ended up happening is there's like
they took money clauses in some of those.
They was like
not NDAs.
Michigan State got away with it because they said he was hired by an outside contractor. They had nothing to do with him hiring, and that ran. It worked until it got found out that this shit was going on campus too. That's when niggas quit. And they quit before niggas could even explain themselves. So it makes D'Antoni and Izzo look bad Cause the other niggas quit before they can even. And when your athletic director quit, it's like the whole team knows.
They got non-disclosure agreements that are pressing too. That there are people, some of the people that's coming out, they like, fuck it, man. Yeah, I got paid. Yeah, I can get taken to jail or whatever for snitching now that I already signed that I wasn't gonna snitch. But they like, fuck it, I'm still gonna snitch.
I'm still gonna snitch.
Like, and it's people that's talking about raising the money to get them out of their non-disclosure agreements and shit. So that's really crazy. So let me just, and we can close on this, but let me just fully wrap it up. So the same nigga who was the coach on the Olympic team was also a coach on campus.
Yeah, he was. That's where he was from, the Michigan State University. That's where that's how he got to be an Olympic coach. Yeah, for all the good stuff he was doing at Michigan State.
Like the men's
basketball that level of talent comes out of people that still. That just shows how versatile we are as people. You feel me? Versatile is usually normally used in a good way, but versatility is just basically being able to do multiple things. And it's crazy that somebody that can coach you to an Olympic level can also be a grown-ass motherfucking pedophile on you. Like, that shit
Same
is crazy.
way as we idolized and we looked at Jared forever, like, oh yeah, this is a cool little dude. I saw that weight difference.
But he ate Subway subs. There's a difference.
Oh, yeah?
Eating Subway subs and losing weight versus being an Olympic level coach. Because I've been thinking about coaching on another respect. Like, if you think about a coach, yeah, you might have had some experience with it in the past or some shit like that. But a lot of coaches who are like high level coaches in most respects wasn't really decorated and actually doing it. Their job is, okay, I can't do it, but I can watch it and tell you where you need to improve here, they got a more discerning eye of just the makeup of how everything operates. And they're able to take somebody who can do it and help them hone in on their skill. I think that's crazy in itself. Like, I can't do it, but I can see that you can do it. I can get in and coach you to do it. I can tell you where you need to improve at, where you need to do this, and have it be done in a way to where not only you're receiving it, but you're improving. And then in real time, I can tell you, like, how is it that you're playing basketball and I can see shit that you can't see? That's crazy. Like, bro, he breaking you with the left, bro. He keep going to the left, my nigga. Like, go to the left, and then you start going to the left, and you start really getting this nigga. Like,
well, let's think
that's
about
crazy.
It, bro. In this day and age, like, in
and at the
this
same time,
these last couple of years,
crazy.
Everybody that's like, no matter what sport you look at, when the niggas who winning or the niggas who win, it's always some drama behind them. Peyton Manning, when he won the Super Bowl, right before, we found out about the female shit that was going on.
Bitches.
You got Rick Pitino that everybody loved, one of the greatest coaches of all time. He been cheating all his life with the Adidas shit. Like, it's all, well, that happened while he was playing. I'm talking about like, well, yeah, even that with Kobe. Even when we look at all these greats, it's this underlying story. Like, you just don't know about.
Man. People, I was just talking.
It's like real shit. If Jordan was in the 2000s, that gambling shit would have fucked him over. Yeah. Because it happened in the 90s and the NBA was able to hide it, and he can go retire and play baseball.
The simple fact that they keep saying that this nigga had the flu for the longest, and it's like always been public knowledge that he had a hangover, but we was just always getting fed. Oh, that was only 30 for 30 that he had a hungover, but it's still the flu game. Because Jordan can't fuck the image up now. They want to keep it. Image don't mean shit in the 2000s. The 90s, all the old niggas.
I'm dead ass serious. That retro 12s, black and red Johns, the flu games. My niggas, my Jordan fanatics. Fact check. You don't believe me? Go holler at my little bro, Fucko Hendrix. He'll let you know about the flu games. They for real, nigga. But I was just like, I just wanted to touch that topic because I'm like,
it's devastating. I'm not gonna lie, especially for being from Michigan, and I know people who idolize Michigan State.
Winnie's box, the 16-year-old gymnast, the girl that a couple years ago,
the girl who with the young,
she was the one that said so first.
She was the first one. That's how the case.
The one that everybody loved.
I've seen that on the. I don't even watch the Olympics. I damn sure don't watch Olympic gymnastics, but I seen her.
Yeah,
I seen that little black girl. I seen her whole thing.
16 years old.
I seen her set.
Everybody loved her.
That nigga got that.
When she said something, that's
so he was actually having sex with him. He wasn't.
I'm not for sure. I don't think she was having sex.
I don't think they said sex. I
thought it still don't matter.
It don't matter what it is.
It's still fucked up. It's sad, and it's sad. It's crazy.
So is old white man just creeps? Is that something we
all
need
men are creeps? No,
bro. Whoa, but are old white men worse?
Bro,
I think it, okay.
Family Guy been exposed that, bro.
I think it's because of old slave shit. I ain't gonna lie. I think that old white men do love young black women, and I think it's in our DNA. Just like, because I don't know if people believe in reincarnation and shit like that, but I do believe that pieces of our ancestors do come down into us, just like how our genetics and our makeup of who we are. Just like how you act like your mom, why wouldn't you act like your grandpa? Why wouldn't you act like your great grandpa? Why wouldn't you act like your great grandpa? You know what I'm saying? So I do feel like, you know what I'm saying, just like back in the day, you got a whole bunch of people, you got a whole bunch of black motherfuckers out there. You can't convince me that it wasn't no sexy ass young black slaves. And you can't convince me that it wasn't no old white men.
Light skinned babies like me.
Exactly. And you can't convince me that it was no old white men that was seeing them slaves. But we already know that they were seeing them slaves and they was fucking their slaves and fucking young girl slaves. And I think that still now, I've seen it. I've been with like my friends and shit and been in corporate places with old ass white supervisors and shit like that and just see how they look at young black women like y'all look at young white girls how y'all look at young black girls.
Exactly, yeah.
But at the same time, I don't want to sit here and just crucify old white dudes because in this, before I'm about to say, this is not talking about pedophiles and 16-year-old girls and shit like that. But we not gonna sit here and cap. Like, I mean, young
old
black
men in general, like you said,
young black girls is sexy. Like you said, old men in general, women are sexy. So it ain't like, you know what I'm saying. But to be doing all that shit, I ain't gonna say that. That's what I was trying to say. I don't want to say that all old men are creeps for wanting to fuck young women, because young women are sexy. You feel me? Women get older. And let's not cap, like, yeah, some women age well, but you know what I'm saying? It's just like with men. In the prime of our life, we look better than we do as we age, you feel me? So, yeah, of course, old men are going to want to go and mess with younger models, but it's the way that you go about it. You can't be using your power. If you a coach, this is somebody that you are teaching. You got her at an Olympic level, which, again, is what is so mind-boggling to me, because to be able to train somebody to Olympic talent, but still be, and I'm like,
and I know what he was doing. I mean, I don't know, but
I'm asking the most fucked up question in the world.
He was giving them fake physicals, bro.
Exactly.
And he was telling them like, this is the way it is.
Right.
I'm gonna get you this gold medal. This is how it works. Just because he had the
most
highest level,
fucked up
who's higher
question
than him?
in the whole world.
So everybody
do you think that they would have been as great without him?
That's fucked up, and that's real fucked up.
And let's take it even more farther. Trauma builds greatness.
It do.
A lot of Mike Tyson was molested, and that's why he became Mike Tyson.
Remember that movie we watched, Foxcatcher?
Perfect example.
Perfect example. Foxcatcher, bro. Like, them coaches, like, it's an end.
Coaches always pedophiles.
I ain't gonna say all coaches is pedophiles,
Not
but,
all of them, but
athletes and coaches, if you really play sports and you take it seriously, and you're a good athlete, one of the best, the coaches and the players always
are together.
Yeah, like they have a solid relationship. Like when I played football, it was a few niggas. You feel me? My nigga Kevin would get here. You feel me? They could tell you like, bro, our coach, bro, he'll let us come to it. He got pet lions, like actual real life pet lions. He used to have us come in the house and go in the backyard with the lions and shit. Spooked as fuck, like, bruh. Like, coaches build those type of relationships. Now, people take them to that. People take them to. Some coaches do take it to that extreme. You feel me? But when I say old man, it's okay for you to be an old man, want to fuck with a younger chick. Right. You don't get judged for that. You get judged for being a fucking pedophile.
Right.
Picking with a girl that's not legal. And she's still in high school. I don't give a fuck if she 18. She's not legal, bro.
And even if she was legal, using your power or...
But
like,
you know what's good. You know,
coaching people, like you said, that's what he was probably doing. Giving them fake physicals, because, I mean, if we think about it, if we just being all the way real and going... Like you said, you with these people almost all the time. Regardless of what type of coach you are, you with these motherfuckers almost all the time. You in the locker room while they changing and shit. You know what I'm saying? You are around when they, you know what I'm saying? You around all the time, and y'all build this level of comfortability. And if your intentions ain't, you know what I'm saying, pure, or you got other things on your mind and shit like that, it's very sad. It's very sad to see it. It's also very sad to see coming from someone, because like I said, he pushed them girls to Olympic level. So that's even more fucked up to think about, because it's like, damn, like, is he literally that great as a coach?
And the black girl is like one of the most decorated gymnastics ever.
Right.
Like
ever.
Ever.
Like, she had niggas paying attention to the Olympics, the gymnast part that
Ain't never. I've never watched the gymnastics ever till she came along. This
God
last one made
God had
everybody.
me watching because it was just on.
Everybody watched it because of her. Literally because of her.
I ain't know about
it's
it.
just like swimming. I never watched swimming unless it was Michael Phelps. Michael Phelps made me watch swimming. After he ran up the first Olympics, I was like, this motherfucker right here.
That shit is crazy, man.
Yeah, like
it's heartbreaking, man.
That's crazy.
And as a parent,
yeah,
my kid can't go to Michigan State. I don't give a fuck what happens. I don't trust that university with my kid. It's the same as
my daughter got a
State,
university in Michigan State. They got to offer me a scholarship.
I'm paying for it. She's not
going. No, see, that's the only way she's going is if it's a scholarship for the both of us.
It ain't even about Michigan State. It's about you just gotta pray that God puts your children in the hands of somebody who is just going to do what they supposed to do and nurture them and not take advantage of that. Because
Michigan State got too many strikes. They got T Grizzly robbing everybody, and they got this coach touching bitches. I don't give a fuck. And then it's
but this, like you said, it's a movie based on that shit. This shit happens all the time. Penn State.
And there's a catch. Like Michigan State, and this is the difference, and people don't want to bring it up, but to get in Michigan, you got to have a 3.6, 3.7.
Right.
To get in Michigan State, you got to have a 3.0. It's a big difference between the schools. The intelligence and the level-headed of people is going to these schools.
I think that is some everywhere. Because just like this case just came out, there's no doubt.
There's a
100% chance this is happening in other places and in other levels of it. It ain't just high school, Olympic level.
Yeah, I know.
Pedophile coaches,
Penn State,
motherfucking
Syracuse.
But you gotta remember like this though.
I'm talking about
us as a society, bro.
That's what we talk about.
But us as a society, you gotta think of like this. The girls in this age just start coming out telling on people. But there was this age where let's not.
It's probably boys that is happening too. And I'm not talking about just at the college level. Like, bro, you think that there ain't like, well, I mean, I guess at like little league level, it ain't. You know what I'm saying? You ain't with the coach all the time and shit like that. But people, we gotta learn. People gotta have better communication with their children. We gotta quit trying to put it like, well, just avoid Michigan State or just avoid, like no, like we gotta stay prayed up and we gotta start communicating with our children and with people around us and just communicating this stuff because stuff like this happens in all walks of life. Like people have to be able to know that they can come out and talk about this stuff and that something's gonna happen about it and we can address it not just at an Olympic level or at a college campus level, at a micro mini level, at a, you know what I'm saying, in the church, in ballet, in whatever you're doing, you feel me? Like, people gotta, when you got your kids in these environments where they're around people that you do not know, you need to be watching that and you need to be having constant communication with your children to make sure that they all right. Because in these situations like that, like, you know what I'm saying? Like this, obviously, this shit is happening and it's crazy and people are using they power and shit. People we gotta communicate better, man. But let's get off this topic. I see you over there cooking up, Mike. What you got, man?
Well, yeah, I'm fucking with it.
Well, yeah, Wayne back, bro. He dropping some hits, man. He dropping some hits, my nigga Wayne out here. So we gonna change the tempo a little bit. I actually want to talk to you all about this Triple I. It's called like Private Division. It's some new shit that they starting. It's in like the more like the gaming spectrum and shit. So basically, what they are, it's Take Two Productions. It's letting groups of like, I guess it's like developers and shit like that, niggas who done made games like Halo, Fallout, motherfucking, what other games, like just big Assassin's Creed, shit like that. The niggas who made those games that ended up having big fallouts with the companies because of the way that they be going, like the niggas who made the original Call of Duty. You feel me? They working with these niggas now and making new IPs. It's like basically these niggas is, I guess it's almost like they giving them 360 deals. I don't know. Let me just read the shit I got. So basically, they letting talented teams, like groups, they trying to separate the groups from being like 304 plus teams to work with more intimate independent teams to create new IPs with AAA budgets without industry tropes and stuff like that. But the biggest incentive is the developers get to keep the rights to the IPs. So basically, like, what they trying to do is like more Senua's Sacrifices. I don't know if you've seen that, but did you see like it's like they making AAA games like big Call of Duty, Assassin's Creed, motherfucking like The Last of Us level games, but they making them at indie budgets, and they making them in indie sized studios because once the studio gets so big and you got so many people like, nah, it should be like this, 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 the shit get watered down and fucked up. So basically what they doing is like, cause they said, like it means it's more, hold on.
So there's gonna be like developers from everywhere.
Developers from from everywhere. Like basically, they getting like independent teams and building up them teams to let them go ahead and make games. And when they make a game, it's basically like how they say like the music industry. They say they basically taking it like we see that Hollywood's doing it, we see that the music industry is doing it. We just gonna do it with the gaming industry. Like basically, instead of having so many people with so many hands in and telling niggas like what should make a game and how it should be and you should do this and you should do that, they're letting the people that actually know how to make the games just make the games. They're like, look, we just gonna fund it, we're gonna help y'all put it out, get our bread, you keep the IP, so you feel me, any like you want to make a comic book out of it, you want to make TV shows, t-shirts, all of that shit, you keep the rights to your IP. Because that's what be fucking up a lot of companies that, like, you know what I'm saying, they make a game, but they can't publish their game, so they got to go through, like, a higher-up company or something like that. Like, you know what I'm saying, go through a Rockstar or something like that. Shit ends up happening, the IP get lost, and then that's why motherfuckers don't be, like, in order to be able to remake games like Crash Bandicoot and shit, niggas be having to go back and buy their game from other niggas. Like, they came up with it and made it, but they got to go buy the rights from other people because that was a stipulation for it to be published. You got to sell the rights for them to be able to publish it, so you don't even really own some shit that you made. So if you want to remake it or do something else with it, put it on shirts or some shit like that, you got to go try and buy it back from some other motherfuckers that own it. So basically what this company is they got bread already. The nigga who doing it, he like, I've already made movies, I've already made games, and I've already been in the music industry. So he like, that lets you know right there, I'm not proficient in making games. So I'm not gonna be the one telling motherfuckers like, nah, you shouldn't do this, you should do this, it should be like that. He like, look, we just gonna fund it. We gonna let them make their own IPs, keep their fucking rights and shit like that, put the game out, and basically it's just gonna come, like, game's about to get super motherfucking sweet, basically, because like niggas is, like I said, the niggas who made the original Assassin's Creed, or like how you got Death Stranding, like how Kojima had to leave from Konami because basically they got into it super hard. It's gonna avoid shit like that. Konami taking Metal Gear Solid from fucking Kojima and putting out half of a game from some shit that you made. Or scrapping the new Silent Hill when niggas was super hyped about PT.
About it, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be like, no, like you keep the right, like you invent the shit, you keep the rights to it. We just help you put it out. We get our bread, but you still own your shit. And they working with like indie developers, but top notch niggas, like the niggas who made the original Call of Duty, that got into it. They was with Activision, and then they got beat up.
Yeah,
they got them niggas, and they like, yeah, we coming out with a new game. Like, it's about to be hard as fuck. Bungie is like, they like Destiny. They like, we fuck with Destiny, but we had to kind of part ways with them niggas because of the way the Destiny 2 was going to shit. But they like, we got a new shooting game, bro. Y'all niggas ain't even ready to fuck with, bro. And they going to get to keep the rights to it. Nobody's going to be in there like, oh, nah, it should be like this. And it's going to still be at a AAA level, but they going to be doing it at like indie studios. Like, because remember when I was talking about Senua's Sacrifice when they made that? That's the same niggas from Ninja Theory, the ones who made the Devil May Cry reboot. They was like, we want to make this game, but we don't really, niggas wasn't really believing in it. It was a female protagonist, and it's about mental illness. Because basically, she thinks that she's a Viking, and she fighting all these Vikings and shit. But she ain't a Viking. Like, basically, she got mental illness. Like, basically, it'd be like, say it's a door that she got to get through. The door will be open, but she can't physically go through it until she goes through the world and like lines up like some other shit that look like she gotta see it because it's like people that's like that got obsessive compulsive disorder. Like they can't, you know what I'm saying, when they push shit and they can't go forward unless it's just complete. Like that's how she is, and the game is super sweet because it deals with like her psychosis and you know what I'm saying, mental illness and like it's all types of crazy shit. And they made basically it was like, yeah, if this was a AAA budget game, we would have to sell like 100 million for it to make profit. But if we can make it out of indie budget, we only really gotta sell like a couple 100,000 and we can make a profit. So they was like, instead of paying motherfuckers a whole bunch of money and us getting a CGI room, they made their own CGI room and shot the CGI. Instead of hiring an actress, one of the girls who was writing on it, they was like, girl, you just gonna play her. And the game did super well. It's getting a lot of accolades, getting a lot of money, and it's making the gaming industry literally be like, oh, we can do that. Like, it's the same way that the music industry is happening right now. Like how niggas is like, oh, creative control, streaming. You know what I'm saying? I can do my own shit. I ain't really got to sign to a label. Video games is on the same shit. They're like, we already got the ideas. We really got the talent. We really only need the check to really put it out and get it marketed correctly. And this nigga's like, y'all made the first Call of Duty, nigga. I believe y'all niggas. Do what the fuck y'all want to do. Holler at me when y'all need the bread. And you can keep the IP. So you want to, whatever, nigga, it's yours. Just break me off. Like, and it's like, it's going to keep the Hideo Kojimas and Konamis from happening, the Activisions. And
it's fucking genius, okay? So you basically, it's more or less, they basically saying like, look, you got the product, I got the bread.
He basically fronted niggas laws like, oh, you about to make this game? I got you. Here the money. You keep the game, you keep everything, bro. We just get a check out of this and you good. Go about your way.
Yeah.
That way, if your shit hit, like you said, you want to go to comic or you want to go make action figures or your stuff really bang. You own the rights, nigga. You get these checks.
I just need a little percentage.
Now, I wonder how that's going to work in the grand scheme because you know this is going to have a domino effect and somebody check is getting screwed over because of this.
I think the check that's getting screwed over is the big developers. Because, you know
exactly. So that's why I'm like, what's going to happen because of that?
Niggas going to be leaving now. Like
microtransactions about to go crazy.
You think so?
I think that's going to happen. And I think that there's...
Or you think their counter is going to be...
The game's got to be good.
I see this happening now. Now, I will call this out. If developers are going to do that, this is going to cause the major developers to be like, look, when y'all make y'all next system, we going to make one game for it that lasts for good. This is going to cause that to happen. Because it's going to cause the major players to be like, well, we don't like all this extra, so we going to make the system so where it's one system and make this game that lasts forever. And we get people stuck into our games that stuck instead of getting hit.
I don't think they're going to keep one system because, niggas, that's... The console
it'll be a system, but the games is going to become...
Everlasting.
Yeah.
So that way they can cut down on...
But I think there's going to be always original IPs. I don't think that would work with all games. That would have to work with something that you don't plan on making sequels to. Like Destiny, that can work for because Destiny 1 barely had a story. Destiny 2, they're like, all right, we kind of got a story a little bit. But if they want to just keep adding DLC and extra missions...
This is why it's not going to work. One, it's not going to be... They're going to have to come up with a new system, first of all. The system... It's not a system
that
can handle that.
It ain't going to happen on this system. It's going to be the next system.
Because I'm just figuring, I'm just thinking like, because games take up a lot of memory.
They could. That's why they sell. That's why the new systems that they come out with, they got external hard drives. They got deleting shit.
Plus the graphics and shit. And then you already know how it is when you're trying to do. It's gonna take forever for the shit to download. It's gonna be annoying when you could just be like, bro, I could just bought the game for all this shit.
You gotta download the game too when you gotta install it. Right. It's only it can't work like that with all games being on a renewal type basis because then no new game like
it's working now. They seeing what to set the bar with the Overwatch because Overwatch then became so popular and that's really a PC game, but it's on the system now and it's everlasting and still making money. like hardcore
But
making
Overwatch
money.
doesn't have a story mode.
Don't matter. It's an that's
that
true.
matters a lot. That's like, and also Overwatch had to come out.
But single players ain't been banging super hard. Like it's only like The Last of Us, like the major ones. That's like super out there.
There's a lot of them.
Multiplayer like covers everything.
Nah, but see, that's what I'm saying. You can't just have all multiplayer games. Niggas need new games. Niggas need new games and niggas need new multiplayer games. Because if games are gonna be on from now on, from going forward, we just gonna renew these games and that's it. Then that means no new games come out.
It can't work in everything.
It
won't work on like an Assassin's Creed or anything like that. They can't they gotta make new ones of that.
Not even that. They could do it with that. They can do it with Assassin's Creed because Assassin's Creed already out. If you just keep coming out with DLC, there's different missions or different places and shit like that that's possible. I'm talking about a new IP. Like Senua's Sacrifice, that's a new game. Or, you know what I'm saying, even with, like, if I was to come out with a new game tomorrow, that's a new game. That's a new type of game. All these new games that come out, they not on like something that's already out. Call of Duty, Assassin's Creed. Them, they can renew because they're not new games. They're already a staple game. But when something actually comes out for the first time, that's what, like, this shit right here. The whatever that niggas at Bungie is working on. That's a new IP. That's a new intellectual property. It's a new idea that you own. You know what I'm saying? So that's a new game that's coming out with new mechanics, new world, new different types of shit, all types of shit. And then you got to think about, are we coming out with a 2 or are we just dropping a DLC and just letting this be the one game that niggas have for the next 10 years? I don't think that can work unless the only place that would be able to work is sports games, and I hope like hell that don't happen to y'all because I think that even with me, like I said, you need a new story mode. You need, like, you know what I'm saying, because they can just update your shit and your graphics just get better the next time you play it or some shit like that, or you know what I'm saying. But you need like a new, you know what I'm saying, single player something. Something got to change from what a game from if you gonna call it a new game. Like no. That's DLC. You're not about to drop no whole new game. You're not about to drop no, call it no sequel or charge me no more money or something like that. And then also, I don't believe in paying no subscription because that's what it's going to end up having to be. Paying a subscription, like, bro, I go months at a time without playing a game, bro. Like, and what if you charging me $10 a month, I pay you $120 and you don't drop the equivalent of a new game over a year. You charge me for 2 games, you didn't drop 1.
That's what they trying to get to anyway.
It ain't going.
Niggas gonna be playing old games so it's gonna be a retry. Like,
Mm-hmm.
nigga, break them motherfucking PS2 up. Shit.
We gotta remember though, at the end of the day, we don't do it. We won't buy them games.
I mean, it's gonna be it's gonna be nigga.
Everybody else
it's a game.
do.
It's gonna sell. It's gonna sell like every fucking thing else do, and then it's gonna be mad as fuck crying. We're gonna be like, we told y'all, dumbass. That's where it's at. I mean, that's just where it's at.
I mean, if it happened to sports games, y'all definitely not gonna not play.
Bro, I have no mind.
You're not about to not play the new mag.
This is why it will work in sports. This is
I just played on somebody else's.
It's gonna work in Madden. It's gonna work on EA part with Madden because they own the rights to all the football names. Simple as that. They put that football game on. I'm not gonna front to you. I'm not playing no third-party football game that don't own the names to the actual football players. So they won. They did when they did that to 2K. It defeated everybody from ever making another football game. They owned the names. The NBA couldn't do it. 2K got too big too quick. They went and got equal rights. Plus, the mainstream industry, when I'm talking rap, pop culture, fuck with 2K too hard. Right. So now it's like it's a mandatory. More of the black culture fuck with 2K, and I don't know if I could ever win that back anyway. When Jay-Z did a whole fucking soundtrack, Jordan graced that shit. Yeah. You got too much of the black culture.
The things that 2K.
Not to mention,
That's why
niggas love
Madden
basketball
did
too
what they
much.
did.
Madden had to do what they
2K
did because
football
when
was
2K on that shit,
It was about to be
they was catching up.
Shout out to the Dreamcast.
Everybody acknowledges that. Everybody knew NFL 2K could have potentially.
And it wasn't not Madden was shit. It was just NFL 2K.
And let's be real, at that time, Madden wasn't unstoppable.
Wow.
Because Game Day, NFL Game Day was out. People was giving that a shot.
Yeah.
I had NFL Game Day. It was decent. It
was
fucked up
decent.
over like the third game, but the first one, good game. Like,
yeah, that's
like let's be real, Madden has no competition.
Yeah,
It is the only sports game
There
that
ain't
has
even
no
NCAA
competition.
no more.
It's just Madden.
Like, there's really only Madden if you like football.
Right.
So they do have a monopoly on the football right now, and if anybody do even try to come out, it's not gonna get a chance.
It's no way to get
Unless they go.
If that happens, I'm gonna have to
ridiculously.
get that system at the pawn shop.
unless EA.
I am about like
It ain't gonna be a system because the console wars in itself is too profitable.
The only way I can see this working is when because there's got to be a contract. It can't be lifetime. EA and NFL ain't lifetime. They got to be.
They'll tell the feds.
All right, kids. So we'll talking about. Are we ready for what?
Wow, that's crazy. He got magic powers. He did like.
Are we ready for Black Panther?
Okay, so
I know I'm excited.
I am excited. I'm growing more excited as I see the trailers because I'm like, okay, hold up, this doesn't look like a cash grab. This actually looks really, really sweet. And I'm also more excited because I really don't know much about Black Panther. So I am, you know what I'm saying? Like I am kind of like.
He's black. He's a panther.
I got completely schooled. So I had a serious argument with, of course, the nerds over it. I had to argue real quick, like, I'm like, Batman beat Black Panther ass.
This is coming up a lot.
I had to immediately bring this up, like, nah, Black Panther get his ass whooped. Apparently, the facts is like overwhelming that Black Panther will beat the fuck out of niggas. Like, clearly we've been underestimating how sweet this nigga is.
Well, it's because he's not mainstream.
Yeah.
But I mean, also this could all be a lot of hype. This could be a
name
lot
is
of hype.
Black Panther, bro, and the Black Panthers that ain't like.
Well,
he's from
apparently his intellect and everything. He's on the Iron Man
They get actually. He's got They get all of their shit from him.
Yeah, like
He lives in Wakanda. Like Wakanda is off of the grid of the earth, so nobody knows where it's at. They have the most money in the entire world. They're like the smartest in the entire world, and their technology is more sophisticated and surpasses everybody in the world. That's where Iron Man get his shit.
Iron Man.
And like you said,
And
Thanos gets his shit
shield
from them.
is from there.
So he's got fighting styles that nobody else has in the world. They're cut off from the world. So everything that he has, nobody else has access to it. So that's why he is pretty motherfucking sweet. If Batman was to run into him, he wouldn't know. He wouldn't have any research. Batman's big in research. He doesn't have any research.
That's what a lot of people were saying. Like, nah, bro, you don't want no smoke.
But as far as just the movie, I like the fact that, because like I said, I don't have that. I like comic books. I didn't read them growing up that much. I know like bits and pieces of shit just from being a boy, and then TV shows, and then video games and shit, and just putting shit together. But I'm excited for it. Like I said, I don't think it's a cash grab. I do see it as like they're actually going to make it sweet. I like the fact that it's in Black History Month, Valentine's Day weekend. Like, it is well thought out. It's very, very, very well thought out. Like, you feel me? Black Panther movie, Black History Month, Valentine's Day weekend. So you already going out on dates any motherfucking way. Cha-ching. Let us get that. And the fact that they did respect it. Like, they said we're going to be all... They said, like, everybody was on the Oscar so white shit. Ain't no black movies with black people. They could have been petty and made Black Panther a white dude or some shit. Who the fuck knows? But it's a real, completely 100% black cast. You know what I'm saying? And niggas is going. I'm glad niggas is going to be getting some money. Looks like it's going to be done really well. And I don't know. I hope that they do motherfucking good. I think it's going to be sweet. I'm going to go.
I think it's going to be sweet as fuck. Like,
I ain't going to say think. I know. Just the cast they got.
I just like that Disney, Marvel, they all knew. They knew, like, look, this is the black movie black people been waiting on. this is a major deal. We can't fuck around with this. We have to make sure we hit the mark. Plus, I'm like, bro, I'm not gonna be that person, but I'm like, bro, y'all hit the mark on everything else. Y'all hit the mark on Ant-Man, but you ain't gonna give me no good Black Panther. Like, you better give me a good Black Panther as much as you done gave everybody all the other ones. But yeah, it looked like they, like you said, they went all out. They could have just made this a regular movie just to get it over, just good, but not like. It looked like they like.
It looks like it's gonna be a lot of moments we're gonna be in the movie theater and people gonna be like, he's Lee. Like, that's what I want. I want this nigga to be out. And
here. Even the villain they pick is like, niggas don't like the villain just because they pick.
It's Michael B. Jordan.
And they're like, bro, you pick Michael B. Jordan to be the villain, and niggas like.
And they got a Creed 2 coming out. Bro, Michael B. Jordan's pussy stock went through the roof after Creed, cause he was in a boxing movie, looking cut the fuck up. With daddy issues, he laid that bitch's body the fuck down. So bitches saw that shit and they was like,
bro, he been getting a pussy. He was.
But
his workout regimen. I was just watching. We was watching. It was on Ellen. He was on there, bro. His workout shit is ridiculous now.
For that movie, hell yeah,
he just keep it up every day now. It's a part of his regular life. It's so.
He probably loved how much pussy he got after he was looking that good.
Remember the 2K? He was on 2K.
Bro, after you look that good and you start fucking bitches, bro, you probably hitting it from the back, looking at yourself in the mirror, you're like, I will never.
He was Wallace,
I would never get rid of this.
He
was fat and sloppy when he was Wallace, and then he
he was a skinny ass nigga on there.
Was he skinny? He
was skinny with braids.
Oh, yeah, he was skinny with braids. He was just.
He was a super skinny kid with
he
a
just
big
was
ass.
lanky as fuck.
Push yourself, man. Be a man.
Yeah, man, but I mean,
Fruitfield Station, bro.
I think he's gonna,
Fruitfield Station, bro.
He's showing his acting, like he's got some good acting chops. Like
Michael B.
The Fruitfield Station, he did very, very good.
And Marvel had to help him out, bro. He was in a horrible ass motherfucking Fantastic Four reboot.
Yeah, I would have helped him out by killing him.
That was a check.
And you're right. That's always
you don't tell Marvel no.
And that was a hell of a check, and it was an opportunity. Because at first,
that's getting your name out there.
Let's be real. Every time we get a Fantastic Four reboot, we give it a chance.
There's going to be a good one.
We always be like the last one we knew better. We was like, you know what? Nah, we ain't stupid no more because you fucked up the last time. But we always look at it and be like, you know what?
Disney got it this time.
There's going to be a good one, bro.
Disney.
Nah, I don't even.
Disney.
I'm gonna be real.
Fantastic
Four is boring as fuck. That's the reason why they're never gonna make it.
I don't like them that much either.
No one likes them. Regardless, like they're just the most boring
and stretch.
They just got history on their side. They're just the original team. But so the fuck what? You got a smart ass nigga who can stretch. You got an invisible bitch. You got a rock motherfucker who ain't sweeter than the Hawk.
Right.
And you got a flaming nigga. So the fuck what? He cool. He cool. He funny. We fuck with him. But the rest of y'all niggas like, the rest of y'all niggas is smart.
Tag team movie.
We fuck with Doom more than we fuck with you. They're sweeter than you, bro.
Don't matter. They still got Dr. Doom. Dr. Doom don't be fucking with everybody else. He only fucks with the Fantastic Four. And he's got Joker level evils. So if they can get a good writer to take Dr. Doom,
they've had some good Dooms. They've had some horrible Fantastic Four. The Dooms always be decent in the movies. It be the four. They be terrible.
The problem.
That's why I said Disney, Fox, like Marte said, Fox made Fantastic Four. Disney has it now, which is with Marvel Studios. Marvel don't fail.
We done had okay
Marvel
Spider-Man movies. We done had okay Deadpool movies.
Marvel
we done had okay X-Men movies.
John Cena
Fantastic Four just ain't gonna make it, bro.
John Cena in Deadpool too? Y'all seen that preview?
Nah, I ain't seen that.
He's not. That's not John Cena.
That's not John Cena.
That's not.
No.
He looks exactly.
That's the nigga who plays Thanos.
Without the Thanos face.
Yeah.
No, it's not
Tom Hardy.
Tom Hardy would be a sweet Thanos.
The nigga from Men in Black. The last one.
Oh, you talking about the old nigga face?
Yeah, that nigga.
Yeah, okay.
That's Gangsta Squad. That nigga. Yeah,
he got the squintiest of eyes. Some white people look like.
Hey, that motherfucker can act.
Like,
he is good ass actor. He's a great ass actor. Old Boy. That was that movie he was in. That motherfucker. He's a good ass.
I never saw that.
The original Old Boy was way better though.
I like the new one. I never seen the original one, but the shit in the
it's the Japanese shit. That scene where he's in the hallway fucking shit up. That came from the original.
Wait, the one shot scene.
No, old boy is basic, bro. It's some Japanese. It's like some Japanese fight shit. This nigga be on some trash, bro. He be beating the shit out of everybody, bro. It's like no matter how much damage he take, bro, he'll never be fucked up. But it's like one scene in particular where he fighting in this hallway. He fighting like
a bunch of niggas,
30 niggas with a hammer, bro.
What you think about the Venom trailer?
I think that's gonna be sweet. I think that's gonna be.
It's gonna be slept on. It's gonna build that Spider-Man universe. It's gonna help. It's gonna help. It's gonna help. It's gonna help a lot.
That's what's going on with that.
Because they fucked Venom up so bad in Spider-Man 3. Like,
I was like, this is trash.
Like, why is he in here? Why is he sounding like a raptor? Why do you got this little ass motherfucker playing Venom? Right. Like, this don't make no sense.
And this is not his story. Right?
Yeah, Tom Hardy playing that.
I like
good as fuck.
They building the story. They doing the story the right way.
And he need a little bit of redemption. Now, I don't get me wrong. He did great as Bane, but he was the weakest villain out of all the movies. His voice.
No way. His voice was definitely.
Ra's al Ghul was better than him, and Joker was better than him. Liam Neeson was better than him, and we know Joker was better than him.
Right.
Oh yeah, that Joker was.
That Joker was yeah.
Right.
Heath Ledger, he was like, I can't live with myself after this.
It was like, this is such a good.
He put a masterpiece down. Like, was he not the first person in like a? Was he not the first like person in a superhero movie to win an actual award,
like
an
actual
Oscar? Mm-hmm. Like he was the first. And he would have won it if he wouldn't have died. That performance was
that was an amazing performance. It's almost scary to watch him play the Joker. Like there's some people who play the Joker that like when you watch
the Gotham Joker is pretty decent.
Yes,
he is pretty fucking decent. That's the nigga. He ain't Heath Ledger because Heath Ledger was so serious, but he gave you he was better than the actual Suicide Squad.
Yo, yeah, he was definitely better than him. I didn't like him at all.
I was so upset with Jared Leto for that.
Me too.
I'm like, bro, you love Harley Quinn, bro. Joker ain't never let that bitch.
I know.
You know what? That movie, I still love that movie, and Jared Leto part could have been, if they would have let the scenes, like, since he had so much more material that they didn't let.
Right.
They made Joker.
Like 10 minutes.
They made Joker just a fill-in character. If he actually was a part of the movie, and they would have gave him, we would have got a better understanding of the Joker. You can't just put Joker and give you 5 minutes.
Right.
You need a full. You got to get the whole feel. We got a club scene with Joker, and that's all we got. We didn't get the full Joker in the city to really see how sinister he was. To see was this Joker really?
Yeah, it was more about Harley Quinn for real.
Yeah, it was about Harley Quinn,
which is understandable because she was in the Suicide Squad. But shit, like. If he's gonna come in and intervene at the end,
you don't put Joe. He can't be a fill-in character, right? He's not a fill-in character.
That's
and you don't put Jared Leto playing the Joker with gold grills in his.
Even he was upset, like, bro, you left all my parts out. Like, I worked up and y'all let me do all this footage, and then y'all just put this little part in the movie.
Cut it all. Cut it.
But that's just a Warner Brothers and that whole. Nah, that's just DC and how terrible they are with their shit right now.
Yeah, they bad.
They've been pretty bad.
Their movies trash.
I still gotta watch
everything except their animated movies. Been
Justice League was okay.
People talk shit.
It wasn't terrible.
I watched it.
Steppenwolf was bad. The villain was bad. Yeah. The actual characters was decent. I didn't have no problem with it. I was like, Flash was pretty funny. He was okay.
That's his thing though, yeah.
Aquaman was Thor, just like I thought. Like, you nigga, you just here to be buff and give us a couple funny parts.
You just here to be buff.
Right, that's what you are, nigga. Batman calling the shots. He's Iron Man, basically, this movie. Yeah. It was okay. It was what I thought it was going to be. I had no problem with the characters. When Steppenwolf came in, I was like...
Who's Steppenwolf?
The
weak ass nigga.
Yeah. And I was like, bro, you're
they could have got away.
I don't even know who that nigga is. Like, I'm like,
he's a lieutenant of Darkseid.
Right.
Like, he's not
a mainstream villain. That's
right. Yeah, that's why I'm like, bro.
A deep comic.
Yeah, you know what? That's what they, bro. They see that's that biting shit, bro. It's not gonna ever prevail, man.
But that's because you got two different directors in the middle of the movie. You had Zack Snyder writing the movie, then you get Josh. You get the nigga from Avengers 1 that took over the movie. So
yeah, but see,
two different philosophies.
They trying to go with like, let's go get Ant-Man, let's go get Black Panther, like, and they can do that because they've done so much.
And you can tell that took over the movie because you got comedy.
They did.
The Justice League movie had funny scenes that you knew he wrote it in there. Jeff.
They weren't in fucking. What was the last one? Batman, Superman. That wasn't funny at all.
Because it was more dark and serious. As soon as he took over, you this movie was supposed to be dark and serious, and
it lightened up.
Yeah, he switched shit up. Like I'm like,
and they didn't build everybody else's backstory. They did it with like a little.
And now you about to get a solo Batman movie that's completely opposite from everything, which probably gonna be amazing, but it's not gonna help the overall.
Oh no,
I don't know if I like
Ben Affleck. Yeah, I'm like Ben Affleck.
All right, let's be real. Batman has never been the center part of Batman movies. It's all about the villains.
No,
villains.
I like Batman.
Villains.
I feel like Christian Bale wasn't.
Christian Bale was fucking boring.
Bale,
Alfred was amazing.
All about his surrounding. His
Gordon was amazing.
Yeah.
Everybody in that fucking movie was amazing.
The best people. His sidekick was.
Well, I'm not talking about Batman
Who was
movies. I'm
his
talking about
sidekick?
Batman period. But I do like Batman. Christian Bale. I don't like his face.
Christian Bale was okay.
I said I don't like his face with the mask. I don't like it.
I didn't like this. Give me that.
That's my favorite shit.
Right? Get you the fuck out of here, bro.
Worship. I was like, bro,
He want to know where she at.
He was so mad when he found out that it was Two-Face. He was like, worship.
Hey, jumped off a roof first.
I'm like, chill the fuck out.
Two-Face, they was both mad as fuck. He was like, nigga, why you fucking my bitch? He's like, yeah, I'm fucking your bitch, nigga. I'm trying to find out where she at. Why you here? He's like, nigga, why you here? They told me she was here. Fucking your bitch, I thought she was here. Nigga, you get the fuck out. Nigga, fuck, nigga. And his face still blew up.
Right.
Oh, not here.
Bro, they fucking broke it down in the top 10 where this nigga Two-Face, it was something, but it was like the top things that's wrong with the movie. The fact that this nigga Two-Face was in the hospital. He did not know
yeah,
the
the
Joker was a nurse. She
Until he
walked
took
in,
his
he put the
mask
bag, he
off.
put the bags down. He was like, I'm like, you ain't noticed this bitch had whole face paint on her fucking face and she a grown man. That's another thing. Why do grown men think they look like women?
They don't.
I'm sorry, we ain't gonna go down that path. It's gonna be rude. But I'm gonna let y'all know, y'all grown men that think y'all look like women, y'all look like grown men. Okay? Back to Batman. Weird. Weird shit.
Bro,
That's how I feel. That's it. Whoa.
And y'all niggas talk about Batman. I'm like, bro, I'd rather take Ben Affleck, bro. Like, fuck it, bro.
Ben Affleck looked too fat.
Bro, Ben Affleck had all the power in the movie. He was in that power, bro.
Right.
The first slam he did, I'm like, oh shit, this nigga Batman.
Right,
got
he was the biggest
yeah.
Batman out there.
Yeah,
the
he-
biggest.
right.
He like the biggest Batman.
Like,
Like
I'm
6'4",
Batman. I'll beat your ass.
I'm
Is Ben Affleck 6'4"?
Yeah. Oh, that nigga built.
Yeah,
Yeah,
bro. He fit the bill of Batman. I'm like, bro, he's
Is
Batman.
he fat or is he buff?
No, he's
He's
buff.
buff. He's buff.
He beat your ass.
I don't know. I'll probably fuck
No,
Ben Affleck.
They gonna fight Ben Affleck, but you gonna get your ass beat.
I don't know.
Hey,
I'd love
I've
to
seen
Ben Affleck.
interviews where Ben Affleck be like, yeah, I beat
Ben
your
Affleck
ass.
had J-Lo.
He tells you I beat your ass.
He was grabbing all on that.
He had her when she was Jenny from the block.
J-Lo's pussy gotta be amazing.
Or not.
Every nigga that fucking break up with her make a song.
It's
about her.
amazing, but
yeah.
it's been
It's been
It's
ran.
been ran
It's
through,
been
but it's some
ran.
good. It's obviously some good pussy. Have you heard "I Need a Girl" by Diddy and Usher?
Yeah.
He snapped on that.
Diddy
verse.
was shorty.
He said,
lost
"Tiffany
that.
Nancy, that's not what my plans be." Take it from Tristan to Lancy, then Tristan to the Grammys. Nowadays they be using me. I don't know if they really love me or they using me. I'm like, this nigga Diddy is snapping. But Usher in the back like, oh, confusing me. I need a girl to ride back. That shit was a banger. J-Lo broke his fucking heart, nigga.
Hell yeah.
No, she
I
almost
got
lost her
it,
career. Y'all gotta know the story.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, it's a story
I
behind
love
that.
J-Lo. I love the fuck
She
out
almost
of
Hey,
lost-
she had to
That
let
shit
that
was
nigga
Shine,
go,
bro.
bro.
Niggas got fucked up
The
off
gun,
that
the gun in the
situation.
car.
Shine went to jail.
Yeah,
Mama
Shine never
got
go to jail. She
running
almost got a
back. What
case, bro.
happened?
She almost got a case with that shit.
Hell yeah. Her career was almost done.
Yeah, she
All
had to let that
that.
nigga go. She had to go fuck with Mark Anthony's and Ben
Right.
I'm
Affleck.
gonna get out of here.
She was like,
I'm cool
I
down. I'm cool
She
down.
had to come up back with, what would I be without you?
Whoa, without my baby.
Oh fuck.
I don't know, man. Is that empty? Let me get that. Let me get that. That's right. Let me throw that.
Yeah, like.
Well, nah, she clearly got some drop though.
But like you feel me? She was Jenny from the block. Remember, she had style, speeds,
And that ass was ridiculous.
It's still
Like,
She
ridiculous.
changed her number on Drake.
Yeah. That's what I heard.
Cause
He had to
Serena
put it
got
on the
pregnant.
song.
Serena got pregnant.
He had to go.
And nobody know, like, who? Is it the billionaires? Is it Drizzies? She was like, she told Jenna, like, bitch, leave my nigga alone. This why this baby his. No one damn well that baby ain't his.
I was gonna say, this nigga Drake been dodging bullets, so this nigga Neo with the babies. Like, cause like 4 bitches done said that she's pregnant, that's pregnant by Drake, and ain't nobody really coming out.
Cause Neo, the first bitch I hit Neo with that herpes shit before Usher. Neo had to start fuck some bitches like, nah, I got babies. Yeah, I got babies.
Yeah, I'm dope with baby.
Plus Neo, bro, he wrote one of Beyonce's biggest hits.
Like, he wrote to the left, bro.
To the left. I'm like, Nia,
That's what really threw her
I
on the
hate
map.
you.
Nah, she was on the map before that still too though.
But he's still
because like to the left was like one of her
that
big.
was just a big one for her.
Don't you
She
ever
had
get
like
the thing
every
on
girl
your
big
replaceable?
ones in a row.
You said what?
She had 100 big
Bro,
ones in a row.
ever
She
since
started her
Beyonce-
hits.
Yeah,
It never
didn't
stopped.
Yeah,
It
she
never
never stopped.
stopped.
She still
to the left was like
now.
ringtone era though.
Crazy in Love, my nigga.
Crazy, bro.
But then she hit you with the drunken love era. The drunken love era was just
Drunken
Bitches
love.
was going
They
crazy.
was like, oh, I got
I'm like,
Bro,
she had Monique.
Bro, that album, listen,
remember that shit.
my mom had pictures all around her house. Like, I'm
And then that
getting
nigga Jay-Z
shit.
was in the song like CEO of the ROC.
Bro.
So I was like, this
She
nigga's hard.
dropped Me, Myself, and I on there, bro.
yeah, you right.
That was track 7, bro.
I'm talking about me, myself, and that.
There was a meme. There was a meme on Facebook recently, and I got attacked for it. But I ain't give a fuck. It had 4 people on there. It had
Bro.
Michael Jackson, Prince,
One of them gotta die.
Whitney Houston,
I already
and
knew it.
Beyonce.
Oh.
Now I'm like, I'm being a dick about it. I get right on there. I'm like, I'm sorry, y'all, but Whitney gotta go.
Yeah,
I'm like,
I was thinking
I'm
the
like,
same shit.
I'm not trying to be that person. She the better singer than Beyonce, but I need my Beyonce catalog. It's deeper than
It's
fucking
so
Whitney.
amazing.
Bro, I
It's
don't care
like,
what nobody
bro,
say. That South
But-
Shaffields.
We
Bro,
will never have that Vegeta meme where he was like, and
Oh my
yeah. That's the greatest meme ever. Where he turns Super Saiyan?
Yes.
Hell yeah.
That's
How about
not-
that?
if there's no
That's
Whitney,
amazing.
there's none of that meme, and I don't know if I can live without that meme.
Mm.
It's greatest. It's greatness.
It's
But
great.
Beyonce made
I
bitches
need
start being
Prince.
hoes again. That Drunken Love album, bitches
I
started
don't
getting
think you ready
down
for this
again.
jelly. Come on, that was even before she was by
bro,
herself.
that was
Yeah.
Oh
Destiny
no, we
Child.
need
You're
Beyonce.
right.
Yeah,
Yeah, like that one I seen. I'm like,
Cater
she
to
got-
And she
bro.
put Cater to You out.
Hell
I
yeah.
don't think
That's the
Beyonce.
clutchest.
Oh, that's
Bitches
still
go to
Destiny's
that song
Child.
all the
Yeah,
time.
that's
nigga.
still
Destiny's
That was the
Child.
last
That's
And we
album.
wouldn't have got Destiny Child without
Fulfilled,
Beyonce.
bro.
Hey, I'm
Cater,
not saying we
T-shirt.
can't have.
That's why I'm like, bro.
I'm on this topic. You saying Beyonce making girls hoes? I feel like Beyonce's one of the last ones at least keeping them to cater.
She switching up every album. She give
Mhm.
bitches
She like,
different
hello,
messages.
Facts, bro.
She got
here
You
for
Need
the
to Get a
Sisters
Ring. She had the You Need to Get a Ring.
You don't get the ring, be a hoe.
When was the You Don't Get the Ring Be a Hoe album?
That was like the whole Sasha Fierce phase. That was to get the ring shit.
You ain't see her with the
Bro,
whole
get
hand
that,
shit?
I
like-
remember Get the
That's-
Ring.
That was the 2-disc album, bro. The Sasha Fierce
I
genre.
remember. I
That
always
was
be
a
looking at
2-disc
Beyonce
album,
as
bro.
making girls be women. She
One
always
album
seems to
was
be-
all
She
get
give
the
you
ring.
a little-
And the other
yeah, she
album
like,
was
I'm a
if you
hoe
don't
too,
get
but
the
on the
ring,
low.
fuck the nigga.
Exactly, bro.
Exactly
Did
what
you
it is.
listen
Yeah,
to her the Drunken Love album? She was selling the whole album. Like, yeah, I get down.
But she was in
Like
love though. She was in her. She's married though. Like,
That's not every song. That shit has some crazy
Bro,
shit.
right to
I didn't
Circle
listen to the whole
nigga.
album, but I know that I know she had some. I know she was. I thought she was.
Not
Well,
everything.
niggas write her songs, but
Not everything about Beyonce is all holy moly donut shop.
Right. That's why I
Niggas
love
just,
her, bro.
niggas just motherfuckers be like it's Beyonce, so we just let it
I don't
go.
be care what. I be thinking
Look.
like for real, when females be like they don't like Beyonce, they be hating. I be like, y'all just don't like her.
Yeah.
This bitch is the best of this era.
She's
She's
the-
literally
She is a
Right.
like when it comes to women. She
right.
is,
Like what the fuck? Like how do y'all
She
not?
is,
Yeah, like I ain't one of the females.
her sliders is all the way maxed out in like all areas too.
I be
It's not
like,
it's
bro,
just
let's
areas.
like I be hating. I be like, bro, don't be capping. just stop capping on Beyonce like shit. I'm like, wait, I don't listen to her. Like, yeah, I don't got her album, but I know who.
I hit them like this.
I know
when
who
they,
the best is.
When they say some shit like that, I'm like, who y'all like? If they say anybody other than Rihanna, I'm like, bro, you just hate it. Only time,
or unless they just switch it up and they just go a whole different route.
No,
and
even
they be like,
or sometimes
Mary
they
J.
some
Blige,
old school rappers,
right?
though.
And they
I'm
start going there. I'm like,
But if they
start
favorite
saying
artist was fucking Janet Jackson, I'm like,
hey, bro.
Okay,
Hey,
I'll fuck with it.
I can
Jackson.
I can give her
like
Janet. I like
bro.
Janet more than I like
fuck with
Beyonce. But that's just me.
Janet Sweet like that?
Janet Sweet,
What,
nigga.
bro?
What?
Lonely, nigga? What?
I get so lonely. Any place, any time,
Bro.
What the fuck, bro?
Busta Rhymes had to do like 4 songs with her, bro.
I remember.
But
You
you
talking
know-
about straight fucking?
JD, which?
Oh my
JD's
God. Straight
fucking song, bro.
Oh, you want to fuck,
Janet,
nigga?
yeah.
Janet, bro.
Janet
Like,
got-
you slipping, bro.
Janet
You
used to
get no
have
pussy,
niggas
bro.
coming on themselves at concerts. His videos on YouTube. Her concerts is just
Bro.
having
Damn.
niggas on stage. Just
Jason Timberlake had to strip that nipple.
bro,
He had.
she's a
He the
legend,
first
nigga.
one that Millie.
She didn't. She
She's
just
like
wasn't Michael
Jackson,
Little
nigga.
sister.
She's
She
like
wasn't just
Jackson.
Michael Little
So
sister.
She had her own
career.
thing.
I'll be
Yeah.
so scared
Like
to listen to
her
her
Michael-
Rhythm Nation, my
Listen.
nigga. Rhythm Nation.
She was like,
When
I'm
it's the
a
Michael,
friend like
like
that, 'cause
man,
he
her
out of
Michael
control.
Jackson feature, bro.
As
It
y'all
was
see,
a
that be my
competition
asshole.
of who was
Yeah,
featuring
this
who,
is what
bro.
I'm looking at. You
That's
like,
how-
what?
When they did the little joint song, Michael Jackson featuring Janet, it was a battle. It was which Jackson featuring which Jackson.
That's hard that she was on like the same level.
They was they had to dance
Yeah,
on,
bro,
bro.
she-
That
yeah.
song was epic, bro. That
She
song
was worldwide.
so
She
many
was
awards.
huge, bro.
Right, bro.
But like you said,
Well,
bro.
no, I know Janet is huge. I was
If
talking
a
about her
girl
being
say
sweet.
somebody that's like current and they say over Beyonce, I just look at them, bro. Like, don't get me wrong, I fuck with Jhené Aiko. I love her. I
She
like
cool,
I
but
like SBA.
They tryna say she better than-
I fuck with SZA. I fuck with her.
SZA.
But when it
Whatever.
comes to Beyonce, I be like, bro, let's not let's not put them in categories.
Especially
we
with
don't need to
catalog.
be.
Like, I mean, but you could be one of those people who like newer people, but when it comes to like somebody who has been consistently delivering, like even down to like Jay-Z, it might be hard to
And I
argue
be
that
like,
she
what
was
category do
delivering.
you want? She has song live. She song give you vocals. She can
Right.
give you pop. She can give you whatever the fuck
She
she
rap
wants, nigga.
for you, bro.
Like whatever
Gave
you really
bars.
want, she can really hit that level. Whatever it is, nigga. She showed her range.
7-Eleven was a nasty song too. It was about her legs being open all the time, like a 7-Eleven.
Wow. I don't think I heard that one.
7-Eleven, the motherfucking the clap song.
Oh yeah.
Bruh,
That song is about fucking
Lil
heavy,
Wayne remixed her song.
bro. What?
Case closed. What rappers
Oh,
remixed?
upgrade you? Oh, yeah.
What besides the Chirac song? What?
Man, loving this club part 2 with her and Usher. What?
Bro, what, bro?
Fire.
What, bro? Bro. Oh, I'm single. Bro. I once fucked a girl to that song repeat through the whole night, bro.
That was a great song, though.
It was, bro.
It had a great rhythm.
I woke up, bro. I woke up at like 2:30.
So what?
Like,
Random topic then. What is niggas' favorite go-to music? When it's time to go to the mood,
The Weeknd.
You know what? To get in.
Silence.
First of all, let's do the get in the mood music. What's the insinuating get in the mood music that you go
Well,
to?
for one, I gotta have a car with a nice sound. So I think that's why my bitches have been declining, because my car's sound system ain't nice. I've realized I get a lot of my women just from driving and listening to fire ass music, and then I get to like the music, and so I be singing and shit. Especially when they hear some shit they ain't heard before.
So I gotta give you a double question. So you don't play music when you get them to the crib? You only play music in the car?
in the car.
To the crib.
You gotta put the music in
Going
the
at the
crib.
crib.
That's
Can
where
I
it
go?
is.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, go ahead, yeah.
I ain't like that. I'm 100% from the line with it. This right here is the pin dropper.
Trey Songz Ready album, nigga? Wait, how this called?
Ready? Yes, bro. That was bro.
God.
That bro. 100%.
I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it.
This right here is a baby maker. You see my song? He said I am 100% from the line. If I turn that shit on. But see, me, I don't know, bro. Maybe I'll be just scared or something. Because I'll be like, I think that bitch is going to see that. Like, you know, I don't know. Like, if I just play some bitch.
Trey songs don't matter. Trey songs is automatic.
She hear like, this nigga trying to fuck me, but I don't care, bro.
They can't fight the Trey, bro.
Hey.
I'm like, listen,
over
bro.
the last year.
Listen, bro.
I'm not even going to lie. Over the last year,
bro.
I've been going with the Tank when we fuck. I've been going
Tank is another one.
Tank when
but
we
that's
fuck.
what he older, bro. That's that old man shit. But
girls love
what? Girls, yeah, that's guaranteed. Oh man,
that's guaranteed.
All girls do.
Guaranteed.
All girls don't listen to R&B from this era. All females listen to is R&B from the 90s and the 80s.
The 90s.
Yeah, the 90s. That's all, bro.
You
want some drip drop 23 to 29-year-old pussy? Put some 90s R&B on. Some Escapes,
put some Escape,
Genuine.
Oh yeah.
Them bitches are nasty.
Genuine, like, bro, like.
But you gotta know some of the songs, and that's what making me mad. Like, I gotta research.
I can't play Genuine.
I can't play Genuine. Like, if I really like you, then you get that Genuine. If you don't get the Genuine, just know this is a one-time thing.
But Genuine
you
can play the wrong song and get me right out the mood. I got like bad stories with Genuine. Some of my worst breakups in life doesn't happen to Genuine.
I like Trey Songz because you hit her.
Nigga, I got broke up.
That's why you can't listen to the Weeknd.
You hit her with the.
I got broke up.
The intro.
I got broke up too in 10th grade.
And then you hit her with Black Roses. Black Roses
on
BET. Go.
BET 106 and Park came on. In Those Jeans. Previewed and came on. It was playing. Girl broke up with me, cheerleader.
Damn.
Broke up with me on the phone while the video was playing. Tears going down my eyes as In Those Jeans. Hate that song. Won't ever listen to it.
Never. Won't ever get those jeans. She might get those jeans, baby. She see these videos before.
That song play, I'll be like, that bitch broke up with me. On the steps.
On the steps.
In those jeans.
In those jeans.
Mike, you want to tell your story about the voicemail here?
Listen, I can tell it, because I'm over it. So,
put the camera on you, nigga.
So this is young Mikey did. This is like right before I really became like
from the East Coast.
Yeah, this is like probably what influenced me to start really being a thug for her, because she really broke my heart. I was salty, you feel me? So you feel me? I'm out the crib, had a good ass day at school and shit. We in middle school. Chris Brown was out. Say Goodbye was out. You know, that song was popular. That shit wouldn't get off of nothing. 107.5 had that shit. It was everywhere. It wasn't no escaping that shit. So I'm at the crib, getting ready to go outside and shit. Get a phone call. It's my girl. So we talking and shit. I ain't gonna say her name.
Say her name.
I can't say her name because I don't want to get her famous. You feel me? So, you feel me? She called me and shit. She was like, Mike, I got something to tell you. I'm like, oh, what's up, babe? I want to tell you I love you. And she was like, Mike, stop. Please, just listen. And I'm like, what? I'm still trying to talk. And then all you hear is, I'm like, hello? Chris Brown started singing.
Oh my God.
So, my dumb ass, I'm still on my hello? I'm like, yo. I ain't saying y'all saying the name, but I'm like, yo. Yeah. Chris Brown is singing. It's never the right time.
Oh my God.
Us every week.
So I sit on the phone.
I know
but dumbass, don't hang up. It's don't hang up. I'm on the phone just now just sitting here on my bunk bed crying, bro. Listen to the whole song. Because I'm thinking at the end of the song, I'm about to talk to her.
I just can't do it.
I listen to the whole song. I listen to the whole song.
What he cried.
The song ends. I'm crying. I'm like, so for real, yo. You for real? She ain't got the phone.
Damn.
Listen.
Why is she so bad though?
She hung up. I just went outside. I had the most epic game of football and basketball. I was unstoppable. Feelings was there. They couldn't stop me. Feelings took over.
And Michael Dennis is playing with a level of passion that we've never seen before.
I was out there.
That's terrible.
I was out there putting buckets up.
Bro said he listened to the whole song.
Like that, but my dumb ass. Nah, don't put that out, bro. I need that, man. But I listened, bro. The whole song. Not just one part of the song. The whole motherfucking song. Dumb as fuck. That's when I really was like, oh, fuck these bitches. I'm gonna get money.
Damn.
And
I don't know if I got any times when I got broken up to a specific song. I ain't been in
bro.
That was the only song. I didn't have some.
I wouldn't wish that on anybody, bro. I fucking heard it, bro. And this is, bro, it was baseball season 2, bro. I was playing baseball. My homie on the baseball team, I see her because she plays softball. I see her, sneak her in the locker room and shit, be trying to talk to her, trying to get her back. Then a homie came in like, what you doing, Mike? It's my girl. Kissed her in front of me, walked out.
No, I got one that was super hard.
I was sorry, bro.
Oh,
that started an instant beef.
I was like, yeah, we got work.
No, I had one. We ain't beef, but let me. This nigga was. This was my nigga
I ain't
too.
on the baseball team.
So
I stay on the baseball team.
basically, I told my nigga he knew I liked this girl. He knew I liked her like the whole year. He knew I had the biggest crush on her, or whatever. So basically, why I waited till like the last day of school to tell her was the worst shit I should have did in the first place. But then I was going to another school the next year, so I'm like, man, fuck it. So this nigga has me call her on 3-way to tell her that I like her. I tell her, da-da-da-da. He like, you a real nigga, da-da-da-da. So, no, you know what I'm saying? She wasn't feeling me. We ain't even talking, right? He ended up dating her the next year, like, all year. So, I don't know, man. I'm like, niggas is assholes.
Wow.
But I couldn't remember, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, that was years ago. It was years ago. I'm like,
no, you can be mad.
Nah, I'd still been mad.
I was mad a little
I mean,
bit.
I've been fighting mad, but I've been mad like you a week.
I went to another school.
And
I
we lived in the
had
same
like a bigger
neighborhood.
crush on another girl that I ended up talking to way harder throughout that summer. So I was like, it was cool. But it was just the fucking audacity. Like,
I had a chick break.
I'm like, I can see if I just told you. I'm like, you was on the phone when I confessed my feelings to this bitch.
All my breakups in school, the bitch I broke up with ended up dating one of my niggas.
That's weird.
Bitches is cut. They always be mad at us for fucking their friends. And
Be
then they
mad. Be mad.
The
Wait,
first
you feel
chick
me?
I
I'm just
smashed
mad
was my
because
cousin.
Damn.
It was some crazy shit.
First chick I smashed, we
some-
started training the fuck out of her. Sorry.
That's all. Get that out the podcast. I gotta do some
we
editing.
can't die.
Just let it all out.
Nah, let it all out.
Oh shit, then I smashed her, and I smashed like it was like I went from not having no sex at all into like
He said
I had
that.
sex with her, and I was like, I've cracked the
No,
code.
we need an instant
And I
replay.
was fucking everybody. When I was fucking everybody, she was just on some trash, and it was like I was like, hey, we just gonna try this out.
I ain't gonna.
Try this out.
I ain't
So
gonna cap.
it was going down. It went down a couple times. Her friends.
My pussy starting epidemic started in middle school. Like after my sister started where she started, my mom had this bright idea to go to fucking Myrtle Beach without me. Probably because my stepdad wasn't fucking with me at the time. Because I wasn't fucking with that nigga. And it was his family's vacation.
Fuck that nigga. He on vacation with us. I ain't spending shit on that.
And,
nigga.
and I had school still. And I was acting up that year. I wasn't feeling it, but my parents always tried to punish me.
So what happened, nigga?
Oh, easily. I had the house to myself.
Pretty much.
I literally had the house to myself, so I was really just having people get off the bus and come to my house.
It's like, hey.
It went down.
Mike was fucking all the bitches. We knew you was fucking all the bitches. You said
My
you lived
stock
right
was
down the
super
street.
low in school at first. Middle school, I wasn't fucking no whole bunch of bitches in school. I started at church. I was a terrible person. I was going to church. I was a church kid. We had all the hoes at church. I'm like, bro, it's going down. I'm fucking all these bitches. Y'all niggas gonna make me come to church on Friday and Sunday?
Oh my god, no.
Like, bro, niggas have to join sports squads just to not go to church. Like, no,
Oh
bro,
my
I have to
God.
be on the squad because nigga ain't trying to go to church.
Oh
nigga.
my
I don't know
god.
why you. Excuse me. Wasn't trying to go to church if he was getting pussy up there. I would feel
Nigga,
horrible
niggas only
fucking
need
in
a
church.
Sunday for that. Niggas was not trying to go to church on Friday, bro. Do you know how hurtful it is to go to church on a Friday?
If you getting pussy, I don't see why you doing, like, I don't care what I'm doing. Friday night, I'm trying to do whatever but get some pussy at the end of it. If I'm going to church and I get pussy at the end of that, so be it. That's a double win for me, especially now. Like, I would feel horrible getting pussy in church. Like, I would feel like that's probably wrong, like, now with this mindset. But if I'm going to church and God just got this super cold ass chick in there with these
Bro, I was putting up numbers. It was ridiculous.
Oh my
it was
God.
greatness. My first
double
like
digits?
5 probably was at church.
Oh my god.
What's the next topic? We just gonna be talking about fucking bitches.
Like I'm 0 for 4 from church.
Good. I don't think we supposed to fuck.
I don't think the Lord wanted me.
I think you can fuck a chick from church, but I don't think you supposed.
I've tried, bro. They all chose uglier people than me. I'm like, what? But it's cool.
They saw the
You
guy.
can't control you, Mike. That's what it is.
It's in God's plan. I wasn't meant to hit them anyway because they was all busted as we got older. I'm like, oh, thank you, Lord. Oh, woo! That nigga, like, the Lord, we was playing dodgeball and the Lord was on my side because he dodged me from all of it. Because Lord knows when they get hit with that Mikey D, man, they don't go nowhere, man.
Next topic. The next topic is, are we taking things, do we not take things serious no more? And what I mean by that is, like, as far as society goes, like, are we just null to when we hear news in general? Like, do we not take nothing serious?
I don't think we take nothing serious. I just think people don't care, honestly. Like, to be honest, if you want my opinion on it, like, people just don't pay attention, don't really be caring. Like me, I just started, I don't know if it's because I'm getting older or just because I'm just a bored, lame ass nigga, but I be watching the news sometimes, and the news be interesting. And you be seeing shit like, whether it be a high ass murder rate, like, I be seeing some of the craziest deaths on the news. Like, normally I be laughing at shit like that, but I can't even be laughing when I be seeing on the news. I be like, they die like that?
That's fucked up.
They have to do them like that. They couldn't just shoot them in the head. Nah, these niggas have.
What's the most fucked up thing you seen on the news?
Man, I done seen a nigga burn his family. They get out the house so he feed them to the dog. Like, some,
oh my God.
And then pour acid on the fucking dogs because the dogs might have evidence.
The evidence of the people in there.
So, like, I'm like,
damn.
and then like, and then barbecue the dog or some shit like that. Like, it be like crazy ass shit on the news. And like, they be having a full story. Like,
see that shit like that. What's so fucked up about shit like that is, I can understand if they putting that shit on your local news if it happened locally. They'd see that shit happened nationally and put that on your local news because it's not clickbait, but it's edgy. It's crazy. Like you said, like, yeah,
you're trying to get viewers.
Yeah, you need, like, yes,
too.
it's news. That is news. That's what news is. News is shit that you don't know being brought to your fucking attention. But at the same time, if it's only for the sole purpose of shock and awe and just showing me some negative shit, this world is going to give you what you're looking for. There's a lot of good shit, but there's also a lot of fucked up shit because, you feel me, everything has to balance itself out. So there are going to be shits like that happening. I think, to speak to what you're saying, I think it's difficult to care about everything that is bombarded in our face that we're supposed to care about. And then there's so many things that we have to care about, and it's so little that is in our control, like the Illuminati. Like you said, if the Illuminati is told to us that it is, what can we do? What can we really fucking do? If we fucking find out that I'm in the Illuminati, or you're in the Illuminati, or the Illuminati does this, if they is in so much fucking control, what can we do? Police brutality. We can protest and shit, but if these niggas want to fucking put their guns on the smokers, what can we do?
I'm gonna ask why the fuck we here.
I'm just talking about generally. I'm talking about generally.
I'm not gonna lie. Even when,
niggas
like, even to your point with the Illuminati, I ain't even gonna lie. Like, Even when I looked into that and started getting caught up in the little conspiracy and things of that, once you just start realizing like it might be real, be like, okay, but what can I do about it?
Facts.
Like I'm stuck. Like I'm just getting more knowledge that I can't do shit.
Even
about,
down to shit like fuck that, like police brutality and shit. Like we can protest and shit like that, but like what can we really do?
You can spread awareness.
What can we really? We can spread awareness, but I mean,
are we
so
gonna
take
tough
the
with shit like that?
Right.
When it comes to subjects like that, police brutality, it's like I understand. Like I understand, like it's happening, and you know you want to look up, you want to
help that and want
to
stop. But
it's like I've never seen it. I don't believe like I see it on TV, but I ain't seen nobody
let's be real though.
These niggas.
This is something I had to think about that is actually prevalent. You gotta really think about this. When you see the police, is it a feeling of security?
No.
And that's not a good thing. No matter how you slice it, the police are here to protect and serve. They're supposed to be people that when we see them, we're supposed to be comfortable. And
but we've been raised like that from birth.
It ain't even about raised though. It wasn't no fuck that. It wasn't. I don't think. Now it could be. Maybe I'm tripping. Because that's another reason why. Just like with women, I think that women are super all victims and shit. That's because I was raised by my mom, and I had to realize on my own. Sometimes bitches be doing some foul shit. But at the same time, I realized it. But at the same time, you feel me? You still, like you said, you're a product of what you're raised by. But at the same time, you also had some experiences with some cops where you like, I ain't really doing shit, and this is kind of some bullshit. Like, you might not have got body slammed and got your ass whooped and had a gun pulled on you, but you done been in some disgrace with the police where, you know what I'm saying, they done hassled you and put you through a whole bunch of bullshit when, yeah, maybe sometimes you might have been guilty, but it might have been sometimes when you wasn't guilty. At the end of the day, I feel like you should look at the police and feel safe, and niggas don't feel safe, and I don't think that was a feeling that niggas had before all the killings and shit was in the news.
Yeah, I'm like 50-50 with you on that, cause some police, like, I do. But like, I gotta be honest with myself. All the time I really feel safe when I'm around certain police is when I ain't got nothing on me.
What do you mean?
Like, which is what it should be.
Like if I ain't got nothing on me.
If you ain't breaking the law, then you should feel safe.
Right.
But I'm talking about the times when you ain't breaking the law.
Most of the times I do. Cause I'm like, I look around, I'm like, ain't nobody about to do nothing. We around the police, ain't nobody about to do nothing. Most of what's gonna happen is a little fight or something. That's about it. Like, but that's just because this is the environment we live in.
Yeah, I feel you. I ain't gonna make it seem like if we at somewhere and I see the police, I'm just scared that they just gonna start fucking us up, killing us or some shit like that.
And then, but the whole brutality, the police brutality thing, I'm 50-50 on it. Because I'm like, there is some fucked up cops. But at the same time, let's think about what somebody, like, sometimes people be doing some extra shit.
It's fucked up people.
Like, sometimes... Like, a lot of that shit don't be necessary. A lot of
life is on the line.
Yeah. A lot of times, it be them telling you just do something. Niggas be like, for what? Nigga, he just said get on the fucking ground, bro. Shut the fuck up. Just do what he said, bro. Even if he being fucked up, bro. Just do what he say. Niggas always feel like they gotta argue something. You ain't gotta argue every fucking thing. That's one thing. Niggas always want to argue something. That makes the cops suspicious. That makes me suspicious.
Because they seen one person argue the law that actually knew the law.
Right.
And then you want to come along and don't know the law, but you trying to use all these fucking terms. There's been a few people that you done seen that done got away, like, not got away, but they know when the cops on bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
And they done recorded it, and they done broke down law, like, you don't got the right to do this. But they actually knew the law. Then you get other niggas who get their windows busted in, or they ignorant and don't know, like, refusing shit that you can't really refuse.
Yeah.
Right.
And I'm like, bro,
put your hands up. He's like, no, you can't tell me what to do.
Like, nigga,
put your fucking hands up. Yeah.
Fuck it,
I'm
right?
gonna take 2 steps away from you. I'm gonna put my hands up.
Yeah. Right, like, bro, like some things I just like some issues I feel like people just be bringing on themselves. Like we was watching a video once upon a time on the podcast, and the police was like, "Hey, put your hands behind your back, sir." Da, da, da. They asked him, "Do you have anything on you, bro? Just tell us now. Just tell us now. You're already in the cuffs. We're going to find it. Just tell us." Nah, da da da. Well, they just had on like hands behind his back, like they was like about to cuff him, but they was trying to be cool, cool about it. They was like, "We're gonna talk to you first." You feel me? Could have put him in the cuffs and just
took him.
Yeah, nah. Nigga had a gun. First thing he did, get up off of him, pop, took off running. Wow. Like, bro, you pulled that on yourself, bro.
And they got 2 cops in Westerville. That was on the news today. 2 Westerville cops got shot by some nigga. So, like, be careful with the police now because they gonna be on high alert now. You feel me? And that's the thing that we need to. We don't want it to become. Don't want it to become no race war, no police versus black, police versus civilians. But
and that's what everything getting forced to. Mm-hmm. Like, bro, I've been noticing that so much that they like water down racism. Mm-hmm. It make it like almost to the point like that. That's the go-to for everything now. Oh, it's racist. This racist. This racist.
Right.
This racist.
You're right.
And like it got so to the point now to like, bro.
It fades from white to blue if you peep game. Cause now niggas be like,
well, I mean, it kind of got bullshitted like, bro, like let's not all cap. Black people be fighting and we be like, oh, bro, stuff racist. But Mexicans come and say the same shit and we don't give them no support. Them niggas get they racist shit and they be like, they
support
people.
The Mexicans for sure.
Bro, they all
be out to get them.
I've witnessed on multiple occasions on like newsworthy shit that like they get pushed to the side, like, bro, like, boom, because everybody fighting for equality, right. Like, and everybody want to be heard at the same time, and we the loudest voice, and now everybody else stepping to the table.
That's the original point of it. Are we taking shit less seriously these days? Because like you said, like we got the black voice trying to be heard, we got the Mexican voice trying to be heard, we got the women trying to be heard, we got gay people and the trans people trying to be heard, and everybody wants to be heard, and everybody's trying to be so sensitive to everything, and it's just like people are becoming.
That's what they let.
They're getting tired, like, bro.
But I feel like they let the door open to this. Like
I feel like our country was getting soft in that area. It was like we better open up to everybody. Now it just won't stop. They just keep on opening.
Because I'm like, bro, when you open up, and I'm not trying to be funny, but when you open up that gay box and they really let stuff start letting it be legal and stuff,
it's
that opens
cartoon.
That opens up a whole. Because once you start once their rights go into play. Women's rights come back into play super hard. And now once you put them two in there, there's a lot of shit that they've been getting shitted on that's in society already. And it's like, now it's gonna come to the light.
Right.
And now it's gonna fuck up a whole bunch of shit
they got to rebuild.
Right, once you put this in there. I'm like, and it is making the country like soft.
I mean, it's not nothing. It's not that we don't want to be tolerant, but at the same time, it's like we're really writing the book on what's right and wrong right now.
You're right.
Like, we're writing the book on what's right and wrong as far as, like, gay people. Like, we was always saying that somebody having 2 fathers, that's wrong, or we should let kids figure out about that later on and shit like that. If we as the adults are going to say, like, there's nothing wrong with this and this is tolerant, this is something that's going to happen, then of course things should start, changing the way, like I said, there's a TV show now that got a cartoon character that's got 2 dads on it. And I'm not talking about no funny shit or no South Park. It's like a kid's cartoon, like for little kids, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I feel like it's one thing for it to be okay, and it's one thing to try to force it into society as a whole. Like, Disney got a show with a gay person on there, with a gay main character. You're putting this in everything. Like, and is that okay?
But when you say forcing it, it's like when you say forcing is to try and push something into somewhere that it doesn't belong or it's not already at. And I think where we're coming to an agreement is we're saying, like, well, this is natural. This belongs here. So it's not necessarily they're forcing it in there. It's that they're like, we're not forcing it here. It should have been here all along. It's always been here. It belongs here. It's always been here. It should have always been here. And we're wrong for pretending that it wasn't here and not showing it. They're basically saying, like, if we're going to come together as a country and say, there are gay people, there are gay families, we're accepting of them, y'all have y'all's rights, we can't have TV shows where we just pretend like that shit doesn't fucking exist.
But once you
just have it bombard kids later on, like, what's this? Like, that's what they're trying to say. Like, this is the world. If we're going to say that, just like with black families and shit like that, like, if we're going to say that you as a kid are going to run into a black kid or a Mexican kid and they come from this, you as a kid are going to run into a kid that's going to have, you know what I'm saying, 2 dads. You as a kid, you might like boys. You know what I'm saying? And you might, as you're growing up, You know what I'm saying? Instead of keeping it like, you know what I'm
But
saying?
the reason
the people that keep it inside and don't ever say nothing about it, it'll already be known from like five, like, oh, he's gay, he likes boys. Like that won't be something that the kids won't know about because they'll know that there are people that like boys. Or girls that like girls.
I don't know if I'm okay with that because this country is like was built on religion. And like once you push that so far into it, that's so against so much
that's
of
also
every religion.
Not
like,
every religion.
Majority of every religion that this country is built on.
No
religions.
Way. For one, religion can't run this country as of right now because we don't have one singular religion. We don't have one singular religion that we're going to, that we're stating these are the rules.
But God has always been number one. That's why it's in God we trust on the money. That's why God has always been first. And then once you actually take that away,
but even down to with God and stuff like that, like if we're going to go religion, people don't understand religion wholeheartedly for starters. Two, there's a lot of shit that goes against homosexuality in the Bible. But then you could argue that all day. Like my pastor is preaching on Sodom and Gomorrah right now, and he ain't an advocate for homosexuality, but the way that he is telling the story, it's more about the sin. Basically, what they was doing in Sodom and Gomorrah was there were two angels that came into the city, and everybody saw them angels like, who is these niggas? You feel me? Like just random motherfuckers that don't know shit about you, but they can see the glory in like. Something special about this motherfucker. Now, what was so fucked up about the city is that God was having a conversation with Abraham. He's like, well, I can find 50 righteous people in the city. Will you spare it? He's like, yeah, I'll spare it for 50. And he went out to the city. He's like, what if I can find 40 of them? He's like, yeah, I'll spare it for 40. And he went down there. He was like, what if I can find 30? And he kept going back and forth. And he was like, what if I can find 5 righteous people? And he was like, I'll spare if you can find 5 righteous people. So in the whole fucking city, he couldn't even find 5 righteous people. So the reason why God burned Sodom and Gomorrah is because the city was wicked. Now there was homosexuality that was going on because the people that surrounded the house of the angels, they was all the men in the city. And they said, we see you got them niggas in there, let them niggas out. We want to know them. But the way that they were saying know them was in an intimate way. Like, they're like, we want to rape them niggas. Like, basically, that's what it was about. And yes, there was homosexuality there in that statement, but it still was more speaking to it's still rape. It don't matter if they was women, they were fucked up. They was trying to rape some motherfuckers that they saw. They were wicked people that saw the glory of God, and they was like, we want to take that and we want to sin with it. We want to fuck that shit up. Like, that's what that story is about. And then even in the
still
story,
spoken, it's frowned upon in the Bible. So,
it's never said. Well, it does say that.
It's like 100% frowned upon. And when you start putting it in birth from kids in childhood, when you got people who trying to teach kids,
like, hey, it's okay,
right? And you're trying to teach your kid a foundation of religion, and then you got this going on when they're going to school or they're going here or they're seeing it. It's one thing when you're trying to teach your kid and then you're putting it in front of them.
But then if it was doing that, then Christianity would be advocated more in TV shows and there wouldn't be any separation of Muslims or Hindu or none of that shit. None of their religions would be. If we was in God and we trust and we're all Christians and that's what representing America, then none of that shit would come in. But it does come in. You can look on Netflix.
It comes in now because of how it's going.
It's always been like that, and that's been just this fight is no different than any other fight that's been fought. Like, I mean, I understand the uncomfortability. I'm not a homosexual. I got homosexual friends. Transgender people freak. I'm not gonna say they freak me out, but like I said, you just heard her earlier. I said about the grown man comment. I just think I don't want to be in that predicament, but I ain't gonna knock nobody else's lifestyle. But what I will say is this fight is the same motherfucking fight. Just like how all TV shows was all white, and then black people had to fight like, hey, nah, we want to be in this shit. And then black people eventually got in this shit from fucking fighting. Like, not from fighting that shit and got in there with motherfucking, you know what I'm saying, the Sanford and Sons and the Cosby Show and shit. Then comedians was like, well, we want to get in this shit. We do shit too. Like, everything. Women, like, it's always got to come with, you got to show and prove. Like, motherfuckers is going to be like, nah, bro, we want to be in this shit too.
Right,
we want to
exclusive.
equal too. And they're like, well, we don't and if you can get enough holler and get enough,
I don't put like women's rights and those rights and gay rights in the same category. Because the gay rights go so much further deeper than anything else. Like
You think so?
women's rights should be there.
I would say,
Everyone,
I
no
feel
one,
like
no
women's
one
rights
should
are
be
there
in
now.
disagreement with women's rights.
So you
Like,
think the gays shouldn't have rights?
that's very tough. Like when they got the whole letting them get married and stuff, I wasn't in agreement with that. Like I never thought that shouldn't have been clear for them to be able to get married. That's frowned upon. That's okay and some shit that's like you see some niggas murdering some niggas,
But you're
then
not even
like,
really a whole diehard Christian like that. So why wouldn't you want gay people to get married?
I know what I grew up on. I'm just because.
But do you
like,
feel like what you grew up on is more important than what somebody else grew up on? Like, what makes? I mean, I think that like, what's fair about that? Like, my values. Like, I grew up drinking 2% milk. Does that mean that 2% milk is automatically the best milk? Like,
Yes.
no. Like, it doesn't mean like people grow up with different values. People grow up with their different things. You feel me? Like, we're not gonna just know that we're right. Like, I'm not saying that I'm in agreement with homosexuality. I don't understand the Bible page to page, cover to cover at all. I don't know what the fuck God wants from us. I was just fucking having, I don't know.
Just read the book.
But all I'm saying is as far as like, if that's our reasoning of that's frowned upon, or I know what I was raised on, or this is, I you know what I'm saying? Like, that shit
Gotta be
right
more
there.
concrete.
bro,
like,
that would be like the same as this. And I guess you can look at it as, and this is a little bit deeper with the religion. I guess it's how lenient you want to be. That's like us, that we be like, all right, if you're a murderer, you're going to hell. If you murder people. And we get that from the Bible. Basically, frowned upon in the Bible for murdering people.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like you picking and choosing what you want to acknowledge from it and what you don't want to acknowledge from your main part.
There's separation of like the church and government and stuff. Like, because it don't feel like if we
What about war?
Then shouldn't everybody be in jail for having premarital sex? That's frowned upon.
What about war? You gotta have people literally fight to protect you, and they have to murder other people who are trying to murder you. Like, do they have to? They should go to hell. Like, we should have people that just go to hell just because they trying to protect us, because we don't. You know what I'm saying? We can't just let motherfuckers just come pillage our shit. Like, God had Samson kill motherfuckers. God had David kill Goliath. Like, you feel me? Like you was just saying. So when it comes down to murder and shit like that, like and that's why we're not God. That's why we're not omnipotent. That's why we don't know all. That's why we have to have these conversations with the people who are different than us to try and figure out, you know what I'm saying? Well, we don't know the right answer, but can we try and find an answer that we can at least agree upon? You feel me? And I feel where you're saying that forcing it is kind of unsettling, but
The answer right now is everything is a go. We in a turning time where there is no wrong.
You're right.
There is no wrong.
well,
Like
you can
there-
still be a parent. You can still keep your kids from watching shit that you don't want to watch. You can still be in tune with your kids and keep them from doing shit that you don't want them to do. But the world, you know what I'm saying? We grew up in the internet. We've been seeing shit we wasn't supposed to see. You know what I'm saying? We've been knew about gay shit. We've been knew about sex. We've been knew about killing in gangs and shit.
Kids know about sex and gay shit way before their parents think they do. Like, I knew in second, third grade, there are certain students that I was gay. So it's not like them putting it on TV is like them opening their mind to something they never even considered. Like,
But I'm talking about.
you know, gay,
Go ahead.
I was like, no, you know, make gay people feel like they people. They shouldn't have to feel like they're not people and they're not equal to everybody just because, you know, them transgenders, even though I definitely don't get transgenders, they weird to me. But shit, they shouldn't be treated wrong.
Facts. That's
I mean, I'm straight up. They're weird as fuck to me. I wouldn't want to be involved in no shit like that. But I mean, shit.
I think the transgender shit was so scary about that is I don't like their entitlement that they have right now, where they feel like straight people should have to have sex with them. And
Yeah,
I
that's
feel
stupid
like
as fuck.
I feel like that's fucked up, that straight people that don't want to have sex with a transgender person are looked down upon. Like, I don't have any issue with you being a
So should it be
transgender
a law
person.
to tell that they have to tell you?
That should
That's
be rape. That should be rape. I honestly,
Can that be a law? Because if we're acknowledging them
I
as
feel
a,
like
a
that should
fucking-
be rape. I feel like if you're a transgender person and you have sex with somebody who is a straight person who, and you don't at least tell them that, I feel like, because right now where we're at, this is still fresh. We still working into this. You feel me? Like, and
So
I don't think that that's fair. But that's rape. If you're a man
It's
if you're a man who turned into a woman,
they gotta tell you they got AIDS.
Yeah, that's age though.
and
So
that could drive you crazy. You could kill yourself. You could not be. You like, I'm a Christian. I don't know where I stand with homosexuality, but I don't knock people when they lifestyle.
And this is where that box should have never been opened up. But with transgenders, where they coming at with that is if they done already changed over to whatever they is, and they're being acknowledged as something else, and you acknowledging them as a society as this other. Now they feel like they shouldn't have to tell you shit because you're thinking they already is being acknowledged by society as this. That's why I said some stuff, maybe gay is too far, but some stuff shouldn't be acknowledged because if it's acknowledged, now they got the same rights as everybody else. That's going against their rights, though.
It's a consent thing, though.
They're being acknowledged as something else. So now they should. That's why that door shouldn't be opened up to them. That shit is like woozy as fuck right there. Like that's woozy.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
They gotta understand if you don't tell somebody that you're a transgender and they find out, you might get your ass beat.
Well, worse, you might get killed. They might kill themselves. Like, you know what I'm saying? You never know what type of trauma you can.
That's probably when it's gonna get solved. I'm pretty sure that now I don't wish that upon nobody, but somebody's gonna get murdered,
problem comes,
and then they're gonna get a murder charge, and they're gonna say in court on defense. My defense was my client didn't have any knowledge
that he was intimate with a man. Like it could be something fucked up. You could be trying to have babies with this woman for years.
Oh my God!
For years and can't
now
get her
I
pregnant.
See where you're coming.
And don't know why you can't get her pregnant.
Like that, right.
And then somebody finally had her family or something tell you like, I'm gonna let you know right now.
But that goes against
my sister Tanya.
But I'm quite sure that goes against their rights, right?
Thomas. You've been fucking him for 5 years, and that's a boy. All them pictures, you ain't. Why you think I got no pictures of my sister in my fucking house? All the pictures in this fucking house is me and a little boy. Where you think fucking Tanya came from?
Oh, she told you Thomas died in the plane crash.
Thomas died in the plane crash. He got adopted. She got adopted. No. Hate that sister really want to fuck you. I don't know why she want to fuck you. You been fucking her brother.
Why
jealous?
Because she can't have no kids with her nigga.
That's terrible.
Now if you want to have his baby,
ain't shit again.
Bitches been ain't shit. We ain't forgot.
We knew that.
That's why that nigga had to turn into a bitch, and we mad because that nigga turned into a bitch, and they was happy for 5 years. Because you know he ain't had no problems with Tanya. He ain't have no fucking problems with Tanya. Tanya played Xbox.
Jay came up.
Only thing that Tanya and him argue about is like Tanya like Xbox and he like PS4. He can't figure out why this bitch so good and bad. He like, bro, my girl, bro, she was sent from heaven. She was sent from heaven, bro. The other night we was playing 2K, nigga. I'm hitting it from the back, nigga. We playing, nigga. And she was still whooping my ass. Let me stop. This is getting so fucked up. All I'm saying is gay people, I don't think that they would fucking choose that shit if they could. You know what I'm saying?
What you doing when if a trans tell you she a transgender?
I can't do it. I can't have
what if they'll tell you until later on?
She don't tell me like that. I don't know, Mike. Like if you want me,
I said until later on.
Until later on, I'm not.
5 years, like you just said. You in that position.
I am suing. I'm suing. I'm suing so hard. I'm trying to. I'm high. I don't know, bro. I don't know. I can't say I would kill a person because we still have the memories. You know.
You are wrong today.
He nasty.
That's the Dave Chappelle coming out. That's the stand-up comedian.
Nah, yeah, bro, that shit back on that Black Mirror.
Nah, let's see. I'll be scrolling through my shit like, bro, damn, Jesus, you fucked up. Only bitch I ever loved was a nigga.
She just like, sorry, bro, go back to her.
He like, I'm trying to teach you something. I'm trying to teach you something. You ain't
Get
getting
it in, give
Bruh.
Life is about
yeah.
loving each other.
I would never let him let that
Hey, you
down.
talking to Tanya?
I mean, Thomas.
Yeah, he doing fine, man. Shut the fuck up, man. We still keep in contact, man. That's still my
You
nigga,
still hit
man.
that?
Still playing Xbox.
No, I'm not hitting it, bro.
Still
No.
playing Xbox.
It's not the same.
Bruh.
It wouldn't be the same, bro.
You
'cause
hit it 5 years.
You
bruh.
know he'd still be trying to be like, I mean,
You go over there for
you know
feelings,
I'm still
bro.
here. You went to like Thomas, man. Tanya, my bad. I can't, man. Come on, man. You know. Man.
What you prefer? What
What if,
call
she
you T.
wrote, what if Thomas wore your favorite dress?
T.
You know he probably still look good.
Sunny
too.
dress.
Like, damn, that's the dress you wore today. I met your fucking man.
What
Today, oh man.
What if you actually
Why you
ask
do
him?
that, man? Why you doing me
What
like
if
that,
you
Thomas? Why you doing me like that, Thomas?
Somebody go
Oh, we had something special, nigga. Somebody you gotta try to stay a thug because you're really bad at this nigga. Like, I gave you my heart, man. You could have just told me, man. I ain't know how you was doing it. You knew how I was gonna react. Niggas like like this, nigga. Like this.
I tell my niggas when he play 2K.
So you trying to tell me you don't miss me for real? You don't miss it? Fuck you, Thomas. Fuck you, nigga.
Like,
That's not a no. That's
You'll scroll back. You'll scroll back and watch us.
Nah, but see, that's bro. That would be fuck. That's why, like, yeah, somebody gonna catch a murder charge or something. Some gotta. But I just think that's not fair. Like, I think that's not fair. Like, you should keep that honest with a person. Like, if you, I don't know, man. I feel like you were speaking some heavy facts. The fact that some, like, you know what I'm saying, you done came from.
You gonna die?
Right, you gonna hit it again after you just hit it and died?
Nigga, it's not even gone, nigga. Your thirsty ass.
I'm thirsty as fuck for the dude. He's trying to jump and hit it. He like, fuck that. That shit was some gas. I ain't getting this again.
Nah, he gonna die and then I want to share the death.
Right.
Nigga.
He's trying to die over here too, nigga.
Man, I ain't did nothing, bro. I'm on that shit. That's some snitch ass niggas. I try to come back black.
But I don't know, man. I just don't. I want us to be able to be tolerant in society. I think it's crazy that we are literally rewriting like the laws of society right
We're not
now.
rewriting. We're just catching up to
I
the
don't
other
think we should
countries
give
'cause
them
ours is
equal
the
rights.
youngest.
They should get some rights. But I'm with Kev. Because, like, that situation, I'll be in jail for life. I'll be sorry. I'm not like the rest of my niggas. I can't live with that. And the first time my niggas say something, I'm popping my nigga. I'm catching him at 100 billion right
I'm probably
there.
dead, man.
I'm definitely lazy. You shoot me too.
Right. Niggas,
I'm just gonna
I ain't gonna have no friends.
You gonna see me come around with only wearing a bulletproof vest? Like, I don't know, bro. You know, I might drop some jokes. Cause I did see a nigga
All right, we'll come along.
named Thomas the other day. And I don't know, bro. I think you scared him, bro. I think he went back to being a nigga, bro. I think he broke his heart. I think y'all's breakup really changed my nigga, bro. Because I mean, he still looked like a girl, but he a pretty ass nigga, bro. He looked better as a girl from Keep It G, bro. He did look better as a
He
girl.
ugly, dude.
He an ugly ass nigga, bro. He was a pretty bitch, bro. I don't know how you was fucking him, but. You think he still got the pussy? You think they put the dick back on? Was it his dick? Did he get another dick? Did he get somebody else's dick?
Okay, quick question.
Do you get to pick your dick?
So, time is 5 years. Do you let your niggas train her so you don't feel that bad when you find out?
If your nigga, you were sick. I'm not telling them. Mike's a fucked up person.
God.
Somebody's a fucked up person. He didn't smoke his nigga for 100 billion, or he didn't make all of these fucking tranny because he fucked one. If he fucking tranny, he like, well, I ain't taking this in the grave alone. So from now, and Mike
First
ever
of all,
drop
I'm
any
gonna know.
bitch he bring you?
Soon as Mike be like, oh yeah, you trying to hit this?
Nope.
I'm gonna be like, nah, fuck
Nope.
that, no.
Nope.
Hell nah,
Nope.
nah.
What?
This nigga Mike don't shit.
What you do, Mike? What you do, Mike? And she petite. Hell no. And she petite. Hell no, Mike. We know you like a dick. What is she? Is she a she? No.
Nope. Nah, fuck that shit.
I'm good. I'm straight.
What you let your niggas, bro?
Would
You
let
gonna
your
get
niggas
killed,
straight?
nigga.
What
Would
Would
you?
I?
Would you kill us, Mike?
Are you gonna tell niggas?
I might kill you if you make me train
Mike
a
would have
tranny.
killed us, so we
I might
gotta
have to,
return.
because I'm like,
Mike would have killed us.
I'm like,
easy.
this nigga Mike an asshole.
Listen,
I'm
Mike,
not
if
I'm not dying.
I'm not dying.
if I train a bitch
That's
and
your
I
fault.
walk out the room
And you like,
and you
hey,
like, hey,
by the way. Hey, do you train her with us?
I'm going to the whip.
That's
I
even
don't
worse.
straight smoking this
We all
nigga.
fucking this bitch and Mike standing in the corner recording it.
Matter of fact,
Oh
like,
my
bro,
God.
you know how much this ass whooping gonna be? I'm going to the door, whoever hitting right now. Hey, this nigga Mike tripping.
Oh,
That's a nigga.
it ain't gonna get
Cause I know who he. I know the nigga in there smashing gonna whoop
We
your
gotta
ass.
we gotta chloroform Mike and then go get him the surgery and turn him into a chick. And then when he wake up, he just a chick with a pussy now.
I ain't like that, Mike.
And then we
Oh
fuck.
no! Oh no! I was like, wait a minute. There's nothing worse.
We like Mike. You brought this on yourself. He like, bro, what? Like, nah,
Niggas is
nigga.
gay.
Because I wanted to rape you, but I didn't want to rape you as
We
a
started
chick.
getting
Pause.
we started getting hella viewers. Y'all in this video. This nigga just said he wanted to fuck me.
Whoa.
Whoa.
He said, oh, that's a girl.
That's a girl.
We gotta edit this shit.
You would be a bad bitch.
This shit
It's
gotta
allowed.
go.
You can't-
He said you
gotta
would be a
go.
bad bitch.
This gotta go.
Mike would
This
be a
gotta
bad
go.
bitch, bro.
Oh my God.
Whose man is this?
All right, let's recap.
We not recapping this.
Mike fucking a bitch for 5 years named Tony. Mike
Listen,
find out that
I
his
was
bitch
with you
he's
when you
fucking-
said put the surgery on this nigga and just turn this nigga
can't
into a
just
bitch.
turn him down. We gotta fuck him, bro.
We ain't fucking this nigga.
We already fucked a dude today that was a girl. Okay? And she, the first one didn't deserve it. But Mike deserves every stroke. He deserves every back shot.
You are some straight trash right now. Whose mans is this? Bro.
I'm a
Bro,
this
they
nigga's
just kicked
fake
us
ass
off,
titties, bro.
We just got kicked off the line, bro.
I know this nigga's fake ass
The
titties.
fans kicked us
Oh
off.
my God.
We got blocked and reported.
Bro, somebody
Oh
said
shit. Oh, I do not condone none of this
When
shit.
I'm done, I'll be like, what did we learn? Don't you ever make me train. The transvestite, Mike.
This nigga said he is B-Rain me, bro.
He was like, quit playing. Quit playing.
I don't know if I can do any more podcasts.
You thought
This
you was
nigga
scarred for
Josh-
life.
This nigga
You
Josh
thought the scar
This
was
nigga
for
Josh
Right.
talked about giving me
You
lips.
thought it was horrible. That's why you don't do shit like that. That's why you don't.
This
That's
nigga
why you
Josh
don't
trying to
meet
give me
hate
lip
with hate.
service. This nigga trying to fuck me. He just said I was a bad bitch. And then I tried to clean it up. And this nigga said, nah. But if you was a girl, I tried to clean it
Seriously,
up.
John trying to give me lip service. This nigga would have fucked me. He said I was a bad bitch. You said you was a bad bitch.
No, okay, I want to sit down. But I was given a speech.
Only if you was a girl and only if you made me
Oh,
train
shit.
a tranny. If you made me train a tranny just because you fell in love for 5 years, then yes, you got your revenge. Now I'm getting mine. I'm getting my revenge, all right? I ain't gonna kill you. You might, like I said, I'm not gonna kill
Nigga, you
you.
gonna die, man.
I ain't gonna kill you, but I'm gonna turn you
That's
into a
like,
girl.
that's automatic.
Man.
That's bro.
So you don't think you gay?
It all happened in one day, bro. If it all happened in one day, it don't count.
It was unintentional gayness and then it was purposely gay shit.
That's
Right.
gay.
Bro, I'm
gay.
lost now, bro. I had to already fucking
It's
change it.
so
I'm lost
close.
to the world, bro. I'm gone. I'm gone, bro. At this point, I'm fueled by unadulterated rage, bro. I am the Joker with a dick, bro. Like,
You gonna look this man in the eye and fuck him.
facts. And I'm a choker.
And I'm a a joke. I'm over it.
This nigga nasty. Whose man is this? I ain't doing no more podcast. I ain't kicking it, bro. It ain't no more than that, bro. This is my last day, bro. I need my water. This nigga. Is this Kevin.
Facts. He hit you with facts.
And then I'm gonna choke him a little bit.
Oh my god.
I'm hilarious.
Oh my god.
I can't even drink my jug.
Ooh, bro, that's
Bro, this is crazy.
bro. Y'all just trying to forget. See, this is the shit I hate that girls do, bro. They do some shit, and then when you retaliate, they want to act like your retaliation is so bad.
This
That
nigga
they
is
just
really
forget the
good.
shit that they did
I'm
first.
Bro, I'm not a
Like,
girl, bro.
you did it first. You made me trade. I was already wondering. I'm like, bro, Mike, no.
Oh my
You
god.
was in a relationship with this girl for 5 years. I'm not fucking. He like, bro,
No,
nah,
this
bro.
is very
I'm gonna
outside.
break up with her, bro. The pussy so good, but she already agreed to it, nigga. It's so good, bro. Look, I'm telling you, it's so
G,
good.
you
Then
turned
we
gay
trained
at
the
that
chick.
moment.
And then as soon as we walk out, he like, oh, by the way, that was a nigga.
You're being Raymond Mike and looking him in his
He
eyes.
raised me. He did it first.
He set you up.
He did it
You
first.
fucked the shit out of him.
He could kill me.
I already fucked the shit out of another nigga that day.
It's all the same day.
Yeah, it's the same
I'm
thing.
sorry.
Is your chloroform
I'm
killer
not-
and surgery?
I'm not taking no time to
He
do
got
this. I'm not taking no time. Who gave me AIDS? Mike's wife or Mike?
We'll never know.
Both of them. They had AIDS. They was fucking each other. Nasty bastards.
Y'all fucked your sister and fucking
It'd be a terrible day for you, bro.
Why didn't you tell us that your wife
I
had
can't kill
AIDS?
fuck care.
What you
Can't
mean?
kill
You
me a
set
bad
me up.
bitch.
Okay, we didn't know.
You set me up. I'm smoking. He gonna fuck you, so I'm gonna have to wait.
So you
I'm gonna go get the gun. I'm
you
like,
gotta wait.
oh, this nigga.
As you got to hear, I'm the, oh no, hold up. I got something else for this nigga.
I might go put the gun back up.
You're like, whoa.
This is getting real.
I'm trying to get mine out of the way quick.
Like,
Like, nah, he gotta really know how much he hurt me
he
today.
good. He punished.
He hurt my feelings, bro. That's hurtful.
Bro.
It's hurtful. I'm like, I trusted you. I trusted you.
Bro, this is so.
So what's the next topic?
You
you
gonna
got?
cry. We ain't got no more topics. That's the best ending to the show ever.
Niggas is gay as fuck.
You did it first. You was fucking her
Nah,
for 5
bro,
years.
You gay, bro.
Yeah, that's it for Martin on here.
No,
Yeah.
right.
Well,
That shit was
Unbelievable.
I guess that's in closing, y'all.
It just got
Communication
real gay. I'm not.
is
I don't
important.
condone none of this shit. He
You
went
tell
all
people,
that.
you know
I
what I'm
can't
saying?
wait to see the comments.
We are all
He
very,
gay, bruh. Like,
we're all
bruh.
very
I'm
understanding
tired of niggas
of
making
everybody's life
passes.
choices.
Rest in peace to
You
my
see what
brother.
gay rights get you?
Right,
You
bro.
get
It's not
fucked.
happening. I'm not with it. Don't I?
Oh, hey, this can all
Nah.
be avoided as long as if you get caught up with a tranny, don't make me fuck her too.
You did set the scenario.
Don't make me fuck her
That
too.
don't mean fucking. First of all, I don't even know how it's possible.
Just
to turn
because
me into
you,
a fucking
so
tranny.
the fact that you got hit with a tranny, you gotta make your niggas fuck her too.
Well, I guess that's
Why don't you deserve to get
Well, I
fucked with a
guess that's
mindset like that? That's your karma. That you brought that on yourself. You was like, oh, I was fucking a tranny, so I'm gonna trick my niggas into fucking her too. And now you mad that you got fucked. Like what? No,
I never
no.
would have seen it
That was
unfold
you.
that way though in Mike's defense.
And I wouldn't have seen it unfold that way either. I don't think when you fucking you end
You
up,
might not feel
the
too
nigga
dirty
bring you
because
some
you a
shit.
female at this point. You gonna have the surgery. You gone. So
Yeah.
I mean,
And
you,
also, I am really good at
you not gonna be used to that position. So it might not.
Hey, you don't know what you gonna like.
Bruh, you're not LeVar Ball and shit over here.
This is terrible.
Big ball of brain.
Nah, man. Hey, all I'm saying is as long as you don't trick me, into having sex with a tranny. You
Bruh.
never know what kind of what can of worms you might open.
Or die, bro.
You might open a whole can of worms. I might be like, whoa, I love trannies.
Who had to do it? Somebody had to do it.
That was Kev laughing hard as shit.
That was this.
You gay.
It's funny, man.
Nah, I'm pretty sure you gay.
No, G's gay.
He double gay. Well, we both fucked 2 of them. You only fucked 1.
Yeah, I'm still I'm still smoking that shit.
That nigga's really gay. This didn't happen.
You set me up.
Worst part is I'm gonna really want some pussy after that. Like, I'm really gonna want some actual real. I'm like,
I'm gonna kill you. I ain't even gonna hold you up. Because you set me up with a train.
it's so fucked up. Why would he do that to us?
Right, that's just a terrible
So
thing
fucked
to do.
up. And we gonna be skeptical when he bring her up. Like, he's bringing
Like,
up.
this nigga really looking out.
Like, no,
Like, oh,
no,
this is
bro.
the
He was
greatest
man.
day.
He's like was with this chick for like years. Or like, let's even take that out of it. He just fucked the training on some humbug shit, and then he was like, "Well, fuck it. I'm gonna make
I
these
gotta
niggas
go
fuck her
her.
too."
I gotta go.
Gotta go her, y'all.
And she cold as fuck.
And then we see her. She is cold. We like, fuck, Mike. This bitch. What the fuck? She just started going. Just start topping us. We just start smashing. Mike just watching. He laughing a little bit. What you laughing for? You scared? You don't like pussy? We get done. We have a great time. This nigga Mike just.
I'm up here like, bro, Mike.
He just told us, oh yeah.
Hey, bro, I'm about to go grab this pizza, bro. You trying to play 2K? Oh, yeah, Kev.
He was like, by the way, that nigga, what was her name? Carlina? Yeah, this name really Carlos.
Oh, first of all, I would never.
We not gonna believe you for the longest.
I'm gonna tell y'all.
He keep telling us. He gonna keep telling us. This
I don't understand why they think I would sit there.
It's gonna
say
stop
that
being funny.
why I told them.
He might text you.
Because you gonna want that laugh. And you
I was
gonna-
no, I'm not that niggas. 2 of y'all, we somewhere. I'm not gonna be in the corner. I'm not that type of dumb.
So
nigga.
you deserve whatever comes to even worse because you made us fuck and then you left. You were premeditated with it. You're dirty. You deserve to get turned into a trans.
But it's not gonna
We
happen.
gotta take a lifetime L because you took an L.
Right.
Right, so everybody else.
And then we
taking
gonna
it.
know something up because he just dropped off like, all right, y'all, holler. He just leave. We like,
I
this
gotta
is
go
the
pick up
greatest
the
day in history. Like, I mean, Mike smoked with us, but he ain't never just came over and dropped his sack off and just left. He would normally smoke the weed with us.
I had to go get the pizza.
He just dropped the bitch off.
He just came over, dropped the bitch
Y'all
off.
fucked it. I ain't tell y'all to fuck it.
What?
I just.
We ain't.
You
fucked.
dropped that whole bitch off.
It don't matter. You fucked her. You knew it was a nigga. You made us fuck her. So now I gotta fuck you, Mike. This is the back of the class podcast. Where the cool kids talk about the cool shit, man. We love everyone, but communication
I don't.
is key.
Heterosexual.
Yeah, man. Peace, man.
Yeah.
Peace, love, and hair grease, man.
Clearly can too.
Nah, bro.